And good evening, one, good evening all. Welcome back. We are here live and exclusive to Twitch.tv. I'm your host, Swishbone, for the remainder of the evening as we play a Metaphor ReFantazio. As you can see on the right-hand side, we have 2 days left until we have to departure from Virga Island, preparing for the battle against Luis. So with time on our side, the question here now is, what are we going to do with it? Now, from what I understand, we've got quite a few quests outstanding. However, I'm pretty sure they all have different times. Like, the Right to Rule has no deadline. And that's one for Barden, but it says you need to get sandstones at low accuracy, so prepare some countermeasures, and must speak to Barden when ready. I actually don't have a clue quite how far we are with that. In terms of the Traveller's Voices for this, levels, we're in the mid-40s, some in the 30s, so we're still quite high level compared to everybody else apparently. So that's not going to be too bad. Of course, the chat box is over in that direction. Just get your comments in there if you like, and we'll do what we can to go through there. We're not got enough time for that. We need 3 more days, so that's going to have to wait. Superior Scrimshaw, which is 3 days as well to get the Forsaken Tower, so we can't do that one. And that one's cooking for that. So in that case, then, we're going to start by doing a little bit of socialising, because it looks like Yufa wants to hang out with us. And there might be some others. Not sure if they'll actually talk right now. Ah, right, okay, so looks like I need something from Yufa in order to move her forward. What's the issue?
I shall...
Ah, so we need to raise eloquence for that. Oh, that's frustrating. Right, okay, well, with that in mind, then let's look to raise some... Let's actually look at some of our followers.
What now?
No, not that. Royal Virtues. Okay, so... Eloquence is halfway up. Tolerance is halfway up. So it's that and courage. They're the ones that I need, which is kind of awkward, shall we say. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was wrong. That was not what I wanted to do at all.
Alright then.
But that is something I wanted to do. Yes, eloquence is right in the middle, as is tolerance as well. So I can do either one or the other for that one. Right, let's go with tolerance. Tolerance is a bit further along. Now we'll go sword surfing. Because we can. So how has everyone been so far? It's been nice and quiet here in where I am. Things are changing soon because I will be starting a new job in a few weeks' time. And because of that, my schedule's probably likely to change a little bit because I'm expecting to have to take trips to the capital more.
My, aren't you a pretty young thing? And good heavens, your skin is flawless. I'm jealous, dearie. What's the matter, love? Cat's got your tongue? Don't tell me. You're stunned into silence by my good looks. No need to be shy. Flattery will only get you so far, dearie. All I've got to give in return is vegetables. Do take some, won't you? They'll keep you young.
Sure.
A little lip service exchange some produce, not a bad deal, even just a bit of a chatterbox, hee.
Come on.
That's the spirit. You must be shy while you're still young. Wait just a moment.
The woman generously brought me some vegetables.
Delicious when fresh picked, aren't they? I just gave some to the village chief. Now take these.
I get fresh vegetables from the woman. 4 white peach turnips, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Give me free stuff. I always like free stuff. Let's listen to you.
Our prior conversation has assuaged my personal suspicions of you. In fact, you've even kindled my interest. If you'd like, shall we talk again? If we tire you, your timer should improve. What do you think? Want to take us down, listen?
I listened to the cleric talk about the Mystari for a while. Coming to understand her adherence to her faith has increased my tolerance.
Alright.
A 5-note tolerance boost. Oh, still short. We're still short. We're not quite there. Looks like no one wants to hang out for now. Katharina. I'd like to go visit, but I'm not sure where they are at the moment. So Katharina apparently is one that we defaulted to, but we don't know what's going on.
Wait a minute. Oh, let's left this for him.
Ah, so I need better courage in order to get him going up. Okay, that's fine. And then there's Brigitte.
I need to tell him.
And there's courage as well. So courage is one that I could do for 2 people. That's useful. Right, question is there anywhere here that I can do that? If not, I may have to go somewhere else.
What do you want to do?
All right then.
I'm not seeing the Sword of Courage there. Dragon Statue Plaza. Not seeing the Sword of Courage there either. Looks like we're going to have to go somewhere else in the world for that. I know that Martira's got the one where you do the bungee jump. Now, why can't I see the local map for there? That's so annoying.
Where to?
Ah, now you can when you click on the map area. That makes more sense now. Yeah, it looks like there doesn't have it either.
Where to?
But I know that Martira Old Castletown does. It has that right in the centre. Okay, we'll go there. We'll go and do a medieval bungee jump. Try and raise our courage a bit. Meanwhile, good evening, Avian. Happy Monday. Yes, it is Happy Monday here in the UK. How are you doing? It's going well for me so far. We're just about to go and do a medieval bungee jump to try and raise our courage, because that's needed for 2 of our followers, Brigitte and Alonso.
What in the blazes?
But again, fancy a jump? Raise your courage a little. I prepared an extra special rope just for you. Feel free to give it a go, but you'll dive better the more courage you have. If you need a demo, so we've got a special fin rope for just 375 reeve. Want to set your pulse pounding and give this a whirl?
Good.
Yeah, that's the spirit. But you think you'll have that spirit after coming eye to eye with the bottom of the valley? Is it going to show it in POV mode again?
So you made up your mind about this? I can't tell by the look on your face you're committed. I guess I can't suck you out of this.
Yeah, it looks like everything's set. Well then, get ready. I step off the edge to ledge confidently. Here we go.
Incredible!
Wow! You do it with such elegance, such artistry even.
Well, impressive. I enjoy watching that. So I wanted to give you something for making my day. Go on, take it. We got a foreign coin we can sell. It says that jumping off such a high place increased my courage.
Now then.
4 notes, not bad. Hey, there we go. We're now dauntless.
Courage.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people.
That's
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
Gallagher and I discussed the test of courage as we meet our way back to the others. Doesn't take us up any higher,
Time
sadly.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws
So yeah,
near.
YOLO! Woohoo! And off he goes. I still love the fact they give you a POV drop, though. That's amazing. Those people who don't like heights probably don't find it so good.
Nearest Lance will be ready tomorrow, and it seems like the tide has calmed down a bit too. We should be able to set off for Alderbury soon. Considering Fidelio's still in demand, how about we spend the rest of the day helping people out?
Ah, an excellent suggestion. We should repay those who have done so much for us. It wouldn't hurt to have their support in the future, after all.
too will.
I shall accompany you. In this I am quite unsure that I will be most useful.
42 degrees centigrade. That will be a big upgrade to where I am in the world at the moment, to Celeste on the island.
We just spent tonight formulating our plans for tomorrow. If there's something else you wanted to do, let's get it done during the day, got it?
Yep, so essentially, I don't believe any of my confidants are available right now, but I can just double check. Yeah, the night only. There's a Eupha is missing understanding. So, with that in mind, we will go and raise that while we can. We'll go sword surfing because why not? We're at speed.
That's the way.
And right up the top here
Oh, very nice.
is where there is someone who can, well, it's not understanding in this game, it's a different social stat. But that's the stat we're going to try and raise. And hopefully that will mean I'll be able to pick up that social element as well, that follower.
Oh,
Our prior conversation has assuaged my personal suspicions of you. In fact, you've even kindled me interest. If you'd like, shall we talk again?
really?
If we talk with you, your tolerance should improve. What do you think? Want to take some time and listen?
I listened to Clary talk about the Mistari for a while. Coming to understand her adherence to her faith has increased my tolerance.
Now then.
5 no's. Is it enough? Yes, it is. We're now benevolent. So only eloquence is off level 4.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
It's time to go back to the others.
What's up, Del? Something on your mind?
That's nothing. Just thinking.
Oh no. You're not still feeling unwell, are you?
It's just a twinge now, that's all. I'm sharp as ever, me.
Are you sure? Because I remember once the big fever passed, you went hot and cold again a couple more times. I've never seen you go down like that.
I said I'm fine, didn't I? God, but you have worried too much.
Oh, I skipped his dialogue by accident. Apologies, peeps.
Something's bothering me.
Really? He seemed pretty healthy to me.
Just a bad feeling, I suppose. It was a human that wounded him. Hard to say whether the Magla might have any nasty side effects. You know,
You mean he may need magic healing? I don't know if we're gonna find that here on the island.
hey, is there any way we could get Rella to take a look at him? Magla-born symptoms can take a turn for the worse incredibly fast, no matter how healthy you are. I'd rather not let it fester.
Well, we'd have to explain how she's got from the capital to here. We can explain it for ourselves, but not for her.
Well, we do claim to help anyone in need, eh?
Eyes may sound so disappointed there.
But don't forget that we're fighting a battle. And if you cannot distinguish friend and foe on the battlefield, it will be your end.
I know you're right. But I get the feeling those two are telling themselves the same thing.
What if now? What if, instead of speeding to her doorstep, we ask her saintliness to come here? It'll just take a bit of conspiring to get our story straight. I mean, I'm not normally a chap to take sides in this sort of thing, but those two hardly strike me as the evil type.
Look, Captain, I wouldn't feel right ignoring this. Will you please go to the royal capital for me?
Oh, I've got a decision to make here. Well, I have to work for my people, and we are doing the altruist approach.
No problem. I'll go.
I knew you'd say that. Well, if Rella's coming here, I guess it won't be that much trouble.
Thanks. I remember I called you too soft once. I see now I was wrong.
If that's sorted, let's get it done sharpish before any complications crop up.
Okay, so... So Dallin Baz, as they're known.
Thank you so much for your help leading the evacuation. They tell me not everyone got a chance to thank you. So on their behalf...
Don't worry about it. Didn't want the annihilation of a whole village on my conscience is all.
Yeah, Fidelio, we believe you. We really, really believe you. And absolutely, Trevian, yes, there's a difference between kindness and being soft. They're not interchangeable. You're quite correct.
Wasn't expecting you to handle the evacuation side, Del. Thought for sure you'd be the first in the fray with the human.
They healed me up. Gotta repay the favor, don't I? Wouldn't feel right otherwise.
Then for their sake, you should take care of yourself, too.
What? Who the hell? No way. Aren't you St. Rella?
You're joking. You're not joking. Why is she here?
I gotta say, Basilio's facial expression there, coupled with that dialogue, is absolutely brilliant. You're not joking? That kind of look.
I called for her, and she came. You that surprised? I know people in the Crown Theocracy. My work speaks for itself these days.
It's almost time for the Saints' Day festivities in Montario. Having been invited, I was in the area. I heard about your splendid work, Fidelio and Basilio. I hardly recognized the two of you.
You remember us?
Of course. This is a bit of a reversal, though. Back then, it was you helping treat Basilio's wound. I can tell how far you've come since then.
Ugh.
He smiled for once,
I've also heard about your own injury. Your right foot, I'm guessing. Have you felt any sudden fevers come on? Let me have a look.
He'll do it for her, won't we?
Yes, that should do. I can see you had an expert looking after you already. Physically, you're as well as anyone could ask. But... Fidelio, is there something you feel lost or anxious about?
Oh dear, here we go.
Where's that coming from?
Those shifty eyes, that I don't want to look at you, I'm not talking to you kind of look.
I've talked to lots of people and observed the flow of their magic. By now, I'm certain that Magla is connected to our emotions. When I speak to someone who's feeling strong emotions, I can sense the state of their heart as if seeing it with my own eyes.
Nah, I'm sound. Nothing's getting me down.
God, he is such a tsundere, isn't he?
I see. Then you should be fine. Just don't take life for granted, or your treatment will have been for nothing. Keep on living, all right? For now, let's see. Run to the beach and back with Basilio. If you can make it without slowing down, then clearly there's nothing wrong with your foot.
Sounds like a laugh. Just like when we were kids. Step lively, Del, or I'll leave you behind.
Hey, what the hell? I said I'm fine. Oh, damn it. Basilio! Hang on!
Thanks, Rella. When you told me about the first time you'd saved someone's life, I didn't realize you were talking about them.
You're in Luis's entourage now. Yet you needed our stories to match in front of the brothers. You're swimming in dangerous waters, aren't you? Not just that, you've got a gauntlet runner that can teleport across the land and an elder captain who wields it through magic. That's a lot to take in.
If this was one of those, like, videos, sinning games, Rella would be very good at this, wouldn't she?
Well, how do I put this?
I didn't realize it when I met you before, but you're already one of the top candidates. I saw the King's Rock. Are you intending to confront Luis?
Yes, that's right.
Well, there you have it.
So you are committed to this path, no matter what.
She sounded disappointed, then.
I knew this day might come. It's not my place to stop you.
Come now, do you have to be so bleak? I've already spent my fair share of time with Luis, you know.
Don't underestimate Luis.
Oh, hell no.
As far as the Crown Theocracy knows, the King's magic will protect the highest candidates from any harm, and they think that guarantees their safety at the festival. But I've done my research. Some attacks the barrier can't stop.
That's nice to know. I mean, it's not something we considered. But it's definitely not been part of our plan for a while.
I believe the magic only prevents underhanded approaches, like ambush.
So there's a loophole.
Well, it's not really a loophole, Juna. It's more a case of you're not going to knife each other in the back. You're going to duel. face to face. It's like if you ever read the books about proper duelists from back in the medieval periods, where they'd stand back to back, get ordered to go like 10 paces aside, and then turn and shoot. Well, if you turned without command and took a shot, well, you'd be, even if you won the duel, technically, you would be imprisoned as a coward and as a murderer. So it's very much the same kind of thing. It's kind of like the duel logic used in a lot of medieval courts.
It's not widely known, but take a duel, for instance. Both parties identify themselves, fight with consent, and the magic won't protect them, no matter their standing.
I honestly have the problem of reading the script, don't I? I literally read the script every time.
But if you just have to identify yourself and agree to fight... Oh, was that why the battle with Gladel?
Suffice it to say, the King's Shield is not perfect, and Luis will surely exploit that. I have a terrible feeling there will be bloodshed before Saint's Day is over. I won't try to stop you, but be careful down the road, all right?
I'll protect Juna. I promise.
But where is this coming from? Honestly.
I'm your chauffeur. I've got to stand up for my lady.
Then please, look after Juna.
Seeing her blush down was funny, though.
Ugh. You do know I'm not a child anymore.
You still blushing, Juna?
Keep up, Del! Gotta be faster than that!
You spring-heeled bastard, you've got the height advantage. Damn it. You haven't won yet.
Spring-heeled bastard. That's a good insult. You spring-heeled bastard.
I suppose we'll have to leave it there.
We sent Rella back to Grand Sabatal Permission-Mactic, avoiding the gaze of the brothers who were fortunately too winded to notice. It's one way to survive, I suppose.
Can't deny it this time, though. You lot did fantastic.
And Lady Juna's safe too. I owe you thanks for that, if nothing else. The islanders gave us a map of the east side of the island. Their way of thanking us, I suppose. You're welcome to it, if you don't waste it.
See? Old Del's great at looking after people. He saved loads of them in the evacuations.
Oh, belt up, would you?
They're going for the lovable rogues angle with these two, aren't
Been
they?
meaning to ask. That's a book, yeah?
Didn't take you for a book reader. Lord Luis likes them, though. Often got his head buried in one.
By the way, doesn't Lord Luis have this same book? I hear it's been banned.
Yeah, they're all reading 1984 by George Orwell.
How should we know? Not like we grew up round books. People barely literate nowadays, frankly.
So, what's it say? As long as we're killing time anyhow, let me see it.
Ah, so we've got
In
Olympians.
this world, one can become anything they desire. Neither birth nor status decides your occupation.
What's really interesting here is if you actually look at the occupations, they've got a variety of eras being depicted. On the very left, you've got like the lutist, you've got the plague doctor, you've got the artist. Then right in the centre, you've got modern chefs, you've got the Olympian, you've got the nurse. And then once again, you've got the same kind of thing on the right, where you've got old traditional puppeteers, adventurers, mailmen. I actually like how they've got many different, not only actual roles that people have in society and jobs, but different eras all amalgamating together.
Huh. Sounds grand, that. You think this place really exists?
It doesn't on Earth, I can tell you that for free.
Of course not, you muppet. It's a fantasy, remember?
Oi, leave the fourth wall alone. Stop it.
Anyone is free to become anything. This is a paradise of equality and freedom, devoid of discrimination or prejudice. Pretty words, then. But if everybody's free to do what they want, they'll work out their own reasons to be prejudiced. You can call it a utopia, but I reckon people living in it might romanticize our world too.
It's an interesting point that he raises there, because if everyone has the opportunity to do anything they want, then surely someone will use that for nefarious means.
At the end of the day, Dreaming of escape will only ever be a dream. Nothing changes unless you do it with your own hands.
Aye. But if we really could do anything, I quite fancy opening up a little diner with you, Del. You like singing, eh? And I'm dead handy with a cook pan.
A diner is not what I expected. I kind of like that, but at the same time, why a diner?
We could invite Lady Junior over, host a fancy soiree of our own. Every night, just us and our best mates living it up. You telling me you don't like the sound of that?
Sounds like my university game nights, not to be honest.
Get your head out of the clouds, Baz. We're long past being able to get away with that. Doesn't matter anyway. A dream is just a dream.
Well, that confirms that one of them, or possibly both of them, are going to join the party.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
So, I'm calling it now. This bloodshed that's happening is going to involve one of them. And yeah, it is a nice dream. It's quite a nice one, isn't it? It's like a nice, relaxing little place where you can welcome people, do what you like. Well then, we'll be departing today, but what's this I hear about a festival on the island? Down as all seem to be heading for the coast.
Yes, of course.
The village wants to show their gratitude to us and wishes a safe journey. Thanks to the tides, I believe we can still make it by the deadline even if we leave tomorrow. The festivities include a sacred rite where a dragon god statue is set alight in a ceremonial bonfire. It's said that if you offer prayers to it with someone, your wishes will come true. Oh, isn't that just marvellous? And who will be our dear captain play with tonight, I wonder?
And everyone jumps back. Ah! Kill the bot! Kill the bot in the chat! Report it! Report it and kill it! Kill that bot! Get it off my channel with extreme prejudice! Especially with a horrendous name it has. I'm not saying that name out loud, but if you've seen it, I apologise, you'll need the eye bleach. Ugh. Yeah, exactly, Avian. That's what I'm thinking. One will be out of commission and one will get revenge. That's what I was thinking. That's why I said the bloodshed will involve one of them. That's what I think is going to happen. And given with how tsundere he's been and the way he's done everything else, my money is that it's actually going to be Fidelio that takes the fall and it'll be Basilio who joins the party. That's my prediction.
With that decided, we all helped the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the dragon god was complete, the sun was already down.
Thank you, Avian. Really appreciate it. That's not an effigy. That'd take 3 years to build.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
The reputation's turned around, Stroll.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are barely well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Del's all better, and we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all earned a little fun.
I'm sure he's going to be a chaos rap battling. There's something about him.
And you? What's a sanctus fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
Basilio's like, ugh. I can't think of anything worse, Del. Could you imagine our family speaking like this guy?
The Crown theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the crown theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the crown theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
Ooh, that's very Professor Hojo in Final Fantasy VII, that, isn't it? Like, use magic to send someone feral. Again, where have I seen a character turn other people feral because of a talent they have? Might have been at sea once when we saw that happen. Can't put my finger on it. I'm sure we've seen that somewhere before, haven't we?
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar. And he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? It makes a man feel as if he owes you.
Are we going to get another follower here?
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabri ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats!
And Hulkenberg's like, ooh, food.
And those are?
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Honestly, Hulkenberg could literally put her head into a garbage can and find it delicious. Is there anything she doesn't like so far in this game?
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenberg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Stroll, get out of my head.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
The juice bursts forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Uh-oh.
Right?
It's an alcoholic fruit? Is that what they're getting at here?
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those
Or is
two
it
are
another
marketed.
kind of response from a plant? Have Atlas included that in the game here?
But he's crying. What is this fruit?
I have a theory, Judah, and I can't say it out loud because I'll probably get banned.
You see, in old long times ago, people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Yeah. Lucy in the sky with diamonds, basically.
Ha. Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I passed.
Whereas Flynn's just really foggy.
Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. We don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
Oh no, there's certainly plenty of time. It's a rare opportunity. Who should I invite? Oh god, we're doing this.
On someone?
Tricky. Not sure, to be honest. Purely because I buttered her up, I'm going to choose Juna. Purely because I buttered her up.
Two people walking side by side, enveloped by the sound of the waves as the sun-kissed horizon dips into the darkness of a starry stretched sky above. I wonder what the others would think if they saw us like this.
They would think we had something special between us. I can, because I'm the king.
Wow.
Oh, aren't you daring? You wouldn't want me to see you in a whole new light, would you? I do wonder, though, what's going to happen when you find that special someone? I suppose I stand as much chance as any other, no? But shall we head to the fire? Wouldn't want the others to worry if we're not back before dark. Wow. I can sense the Magla flowing through the flames.
Yep.
I'm not really one to beg a deity for anything, but given the situation we're in, anything's worth a try.
I do imagine you praying for help.
Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against prayer. I prefer to take action myself before leaving it in God's hands. Not to say I think I'm some kind of superwoman, that I can bend fate to work out exactly as I want it to. Being Rella's little sister, becoming a songstress, helping the prince, meeting you, and standing here now. You can't chalk all that up to sheer force of will. There's got to be a grander power that's guiding me along, no matter how gently.
Got it?
So let's get to it, shall we? We're going to pray to the dragon god for our efforts to bear fruit.
And?
Wait, why is the paper so puny? You don't expect to fit my every wish in such a small space, do you? It's late, isn't it? But hey, can I perhaps stay with you a little longer? There's something I want to give you, Flynn.
Well?
It's nothing so special. I just want you to know I appreciate that you're always doing your best. I picked out something I thought would suit you.
Sure.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice of you. You keep at this pace, who knows? Maybe one day you'll be a man strong enough to be worthy of me. Don't keep me waiting.
Bye.
There. Now we can head back.
Okay. Ginny gave me a gift and we return to the group. We got, stylish fun. So it's a new weapon for the masked dancer. Which is her archetype. So technically it's a gift for herself. The kind of thing I definitely don't do at Christmas.
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del, what do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
There's the capstone, people. That means it's going to happen. They're going to turn on Luis and join us.
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
Unless, of course, he's used you, Fidelio. Twisted you and groomed you.
I know, Del, but he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end, he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
Ah, that's an interesting surprise.
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Oh, here we go.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Yeah, stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
Danganronpa, is that you?
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
If you saw that, then how have you not figured out that we're trying to create a fake? That happened at literally the same time.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know, I really like Lady Juna's songs. And I like seeing you listening to her when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it. I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
And of course, Luis already knows what's going to happen, I think. So tonight's our last night on the island.
So?
Tomorrow's the big day, so let's make sure we're plenty rested.
Ah, we can actually talk to people. Interesting. First of all, let's do a quick save. Hey, excellent. Meanwhile, out of curiosity then, as you've got the Mars Dancer as your choice, the Farmer's Edged Fan is used as a weapon with Slash. It's a big increase in damage, and it also gives small MP recovery every turn in battle. For now, you can halve it. When we first arrived, I never thought we'd be making the journey to Alterbury with hope in our hearts. Let us wave the rocks then. We will prepare ourselves for the trials to come.
I hope the brothers are okay. I don't think they know the particulars of our plan, but we can't let our guard down.
No, we can't.
Well,
first time we can get out of here without being attacked. To the point. Okay.
I beg your pardon, but...
Well then, since we'll be journeying together for some time, I want to thank you for having me. I'm sad to leave my brother and we'll miss him dearly. But know in my heart this will be a grand adventure.
It will indeed.
Yes.
I can't have my stomach rumbling while afield. I should buy myself a small ration of something before I depart. The trouble is finding a food that will not spoil. Good luck. Do you think of anything else, Hulkenberg? And yes, Avian, getting out without a fight is helpful. Seriously, if you want to get Hulkenberg's heart, just buy her food. It would seem. It seems to be the biggest thing she's all about.
We depart the island tomorrow, so you should use the opportunity to relax, get some sleep while you still can.
Yep, there's nothing more we can do, so let's lie down. What else can we do? We're being railroaded. Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yeah, so the stomach is the priority. I must say, I am sad to leave the island, if not for other reason that every meal here has been an utter delight. Most certainly said the same thing when we left Briarhaven and Martira. A new world of cuisine is but a few days away if you'll just be patient. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals.
Wow, you really are taking this hard. Well, when you said your goodbyes to the people in the food, meet the Gauntlet Runner.
Yes. It's pretty much Morgana from another game. Do we need to buy anything?
When you're ready, everyone will be waiting for you at the Gauntlet Runner.
Yep, so this is our chance to get things going. We are very much at the end of our journey here on the island, and we will be heading over to Altabury. See if anything's back here, apart from a few people.
Thank you.
You saved our island. You are much more than what the rumors implied. Yeah, I talk a lot of travelers, and let me tell you, I thought they made me an expert on the outside world. And I'll admit, I expected you lot to be a bunch of lowlifes. Thought you only wanted the divine relic, but you're not like that. And you know what? Until now, I never even liked this nation. But if someone like you became the king, well then I'd reevaluate a lot of things. From the bottom of my heart, you have my deepest thanks. You have saved Lady Yufa and this island. You may not need it much longer, but please know you are always welcome here. And I hope you will visit again. You are Etria's heroes.
Hearing that, just lovely.
Every 2 seconds is getting really distracting. Is that a parapus wearing a helmet? The way things used to be around here, it was peaceful. I never knew what people were thinking and I didn't need to. But then you came and suddenly it's all different. Suppose people are saying what they were holding in. It's oozing out like pus from a sore. Meeting new people can really change your world, eh? Always thought I'd live on this island forever. Never questioned it. And now you're thinking of going somewhere else? If you are, then Godspeed.
Beg your pardon?
Who'd have thought an outsider would be the one to teach us about the original legend of the Dragon God? I guess there are some things you can't see without stepping outside of what you know. Maybe this is a reminder to expand our horizons sometimes. I once thought our craft was fated to die out, but I wondered if our skills would be useful outside of the island.
They probably are. When you arrived, we gave you an exceptionally poor reception, but you still saved us. I'd heard the rumours, but you proved really you would help anyone. Apology accepted, I guess? Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. Let's go and say farewell to Yufa's brother.
Hello there.
Did you enjoy yourself yesterday? The village has not had a banquet in some time, so we truly wanted to make it special. I can hardly remember the last time I heard such raucous laughter across the island. What you've done for us is truly priceless. In Edria, we shall no longer be an island that rejects all outside influence. Instead, we will warmly welcome travelers regardless of tribe, and see them off the same way. That is my vision for the island. I hope you'll come back soon and see how we're doing. You'll always be welcome. Oh, and please take care of Yufa.
Yes, okay, I'll take care of Yufa for you. Because if I don't, Queen will hate me as well, because I know the Queen likes her.
Alright then.
Right, okay. Over to the Gauntlet Runner, I guess.
Let's go.
Ah, so there is the runner, and we're actually on the beach. Oh, we can check a view of the beach. Go on.
Come on.
Hey, now's not the time to get into the ocean. Yeah, I know it's pretty, but we should go.
Huh.
If I may.
Your group consists of many people from different tribes, yes? I'm impressed you're all able to work together. And yes, you count a famous songstress amongst you, but truly, you are all just as colourful and unique as she. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's just lovely.
Oh, hello. We got a meat stall seller on the edge here.
Welcome.
Thanks to you, the island could start fishing again. Nowadays, I'm selling fish too, not just meat. See what you got. Monster bone. Perfect for making a dish. We'll get one of those. I've already got the others annoying, which is a shame. Okay, fair enough.
Hey, mister.
Hey, that big boat of yours, what's its name? A Gullen Run. Awesome! I want one when I'm older.
Bless him. Right, I guess it's time to jump on the ladder. And here we go.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altaberry region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
No, don't.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Agreed, Gallica?
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan.
No, Stroll, let's not. Let's not. They're not here. Not a good idea.
As soon as we get to Altaberry, we give Luis the fake lance Nurus made up for us.
Okay, I guess we're doing this.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all.
Yeah, this isn't gonna work.
He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altaberry, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
Have you given the fake
You're
one?
late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye aye, me hearties!
What? You four were not pirates. We are not pirates of the seas. We're not buccaneers.
What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors? Mr. Batlin was very specific.
Batlin's Chaos Align, there's your proof.
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah. We'll need to camp a
This
few
is
days.
Altaberry Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
Okay. Oh, snow.
Ah,
Here's Altaberry Heights. It's quite a ways. Think we'll make it in time?
Without a problem. This fine wind will have us making landfall by tomorrow. So the whole trip should be 2 nights with 3 days of travel. So I'll only have to endure 1 day being rock sick. Now there's a grim face if I ever saw one. Captain, for Stroll's sake, let us make haste.
Tally-ho then.
Fill the speed ahead to Altaberry Heights, capital of Montario. Take care you don't tumble overboard now.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed.
2 more days till we reach Albury, I think.
Well, at least on this journey we don't have to worry about that sea monster anymore.
No, we don't. So, in terms of the virtues, eloquence is the one we need to raise more than anything else if we can. Meanwhile, this is what Dar has to say.
Seriously.
You realise there was probably a way to get that lance that didn't involve saving that pagan girl, yeah? No, I suppose you can't complain since you just got the lance either way. Still, if you want to count Luis's favour, take my advice and stop playing the hero.
Thank goodness we're finally bidding farewell to that sweltering heat. The island and its people were absolutely lovely, though. How do the islands deal with such heat? Though I suppose hair like mine only amplifies the problem.
You're not the only one with the hair like that. There was Hulkenberg, Ufer as well. You're not alone.
Yeah.
Gotta hand it to you. Can't believe you actually got that relic off him. Couldn't afford to cock up a job from Lord Louis, though, could you? Otherwise you'd just be dead weight. So voicing Fidelio and Basilio is probably my favourite part of this game, because it's much closer to my natural accent. I'm not quite got that sound to it, but I'm from the area where that kind of accent's from. So for me, it's just like coming home. Ah, we got some chassis, raises courage. What's on the back deck? Anyone here? No. But yes, there's what the sea waters look like. Let's go and look elsewhere. As I say, we can go for wisdom with Hulkenberg, but I'd like to, if possible, find eloquence. You've got imagination, which is great. Don't get me wrong. Her imagination boost is brilliant. But I'm gonna have to find a book that deals with eloquence. I think there was one called Convincing or something like that. I think in the book in the library, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Pride and Persuasion. Top secret poetry, do not read. Alright, hang on. I'm going to quickly save my game. I want to see what happens if I select that. I'm half expecting Marie from Persona 4 to jump in and slap me, but I'm going to give it a try anyway. Oh. No, I didn't mean to do that. No. Oh, for... Sometimes these menus, they only cycle once. Right. Baudelaire Spanish cover, do not read. Something tells us it's Juna's creative journal. I haven't read it yet. Try to have Juna wrote herself. It says not to read it, but it says me to look inside it more. If I read this, I may gain more courage. Purely because we get slapped, we don't need courage right now. I'll bear that in mind. If I want a courage boost, read Juna's songs book. Okay. Right, for now, let's look at the Pride and Persuasion one.
You're a specialist here. Let's take it over the window if you want to read it together.
Eloquence, that's what we need, yeah.
What's that?
Apparently this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. The next part puts things into practice. Even if you follow the techniques explained so far in the letter, some people will still refuse to budge. Fancy words and calculated suggestions backfire on these types because they're guided by emotion rather than logic.
All right.
To them, the most effective thing to do is...
Ooh. Well, treating them coldly is not going to help. They're going by emotion, so yelling at them is only going to make them angry. So surely logic says to go with plead. But why do I feel this is going to be a trap? I'm going to go with it anyway.
Look at that.
You could start pleading for their help.
Amazing.
That's exactly right. It says keep saying please until you wear their patience down. I guess it boils down to brute force in the end. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my eloquence.
All right.
Well, somehow that was the right answer. Repeatedly going please.
Still, persuading everyone is a monumental task, which makes sense. Everyone has their own values and way of thinking, after all. With that, I finished the book. Feels like my understanding of the world is deepened.
All right.
Oh, we got more eloquence. Cool. Nice one. So we got a boost and another boost.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
The Cliffshade Camp.
Indeed.
We should reach the city the day after tomorrow.
I can feel the temperature dropping as we make landfall. I bet it'll be pretty cold in Aldebury.
Yep, so they're all imagination at the moment. There might be others on the other side. When we made landfall, I admit, I missed the sight of the Sea Runner gliding gracefully through the water. Then again, nothing quite like the sight of those legs kicking off the ground with all that power. Tonight I shall bask in the beauty of a fine Gauntlet Runner. Thank you for that. Yeah, we got a Dream Eater Moth. I'll give it to Hulkenberg, she might like it. Yeah, they're all Ray's imagination, which is fine. That's cool. But we'll see if anybody else is knocking about and what they have to offer. No, let's talk to you two again. Now, the Starry Festival on the island weren't too bad, eh? It reminds me a bit of the bashes we used to have the other Parapus lads. Lady Juna's smile, though. That was the biggest surprise. Never seen her so... Ugh, never mind. Forget I said anything. She's also imagination. It seems that by night, all you can do is raise imagination, which... Oh, Night of Dreams, it kind of makes sense. And there's, yep, Heismay, who's also for imagination. I'm concerned though, where is Fidelio? Where is he hiding? I might go up top, see if he's up there. But first, as we're nearby, let's drop down to the lower cabin. The code needs to sound even further. We may have a clue to a lost Eric. This match says the engine was raised and rerun several times. In the sparse evidence I had, the clues point to a ritual island northwest of Vigir. Yes, we found all the relics in those locations, so we've already got them all. Yeah, where is Fidelio? I don't like the fact that he's not been seen so far. I might have just missed him. He's small enough, but at the same time, I haven't seen him knocking around. Ah, that's the wrong ladder. I want the other ladder, the one that goes to the top deck. No, it's not here either. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's Dracidius, or at least a replica of it. It's completely indistinguishable from the real one. I should give Luis this one and use the real lance against him. Perhaps, eh? Why are you saying perhaps? Are you giving me an option to do something else? And if so, what is that option? Anyway. As we've hung out with Lady Juna, I'm going to raise imagination by talking with Lady Yufa.
Pardon me, but...
Oh, Flynn. If you're free at the moment, I just finished meditating, and I'd like to talk with you a bit, if you don't mind. By recalling the past and planning for the future with Yufa, maybe I can hold my imagination. I've only heard about the outside world from imported books and my brother's stories. I can't believe that starting today, I will travel those lands myself. I never would have had the confidence to attempt such a venture on my own. I am truly glad to have met you and everyone else, Flynn.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you here as well.
Yes, you've all been so incredibly kind. Our conversations have made me feel quite welcome. speaking of which, Juna graciously gave me some advice about trips such as this one. She said, make sure you keep one eye on your wallet whenever you're in town, and never ever ever follow a stranger somewhere. Juna's kindness truly knows no end. I feel quite lucky to go on a trip with so many people looking over me. Oh, that reminds me. I meant to ask you, what were things like when you began this journey, Flynn? I must admit, I am somewhat curious about the place where your mission began. It's my hope that one day when all this is over, that I may visit it. I felt my imagination grow as Yufa and I discussed the possibilities ahead of us.
All right.
Oh, wow. That was a lot of imagination points.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was having such much fun talking with you. The time escaped me. Is it alright if we continue?
Yufa and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
We now stand amongst the mountains. I have gazed long at the peaks of Mortario behind from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close.
Altaveli remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly, its people have perfected the art of the piping hot stew.
And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom, as well. I suppose that will be the stage of our confrontation with Luis.
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high.
There are some tall mountains on the horizon.
So?
Let's be sure our preparations are complete by tomorrow night. Right, so we can raise courage with Stroll. But I really want to raise eloquence. If I can get all of them to stage 4, it means I can carry on some more of my followers. About time we made it to the mountains. Never much minded sea traveller myself. Basilio, he turns green at the thought.
Hey.
Seems like Del's foot's all healed up now, thanks to Lady Rella. Now what's got you looking so pleased? Ugh, can't make sense of all this. Just want to see if anybody else is knocking around and might have different stat raisers. We've got courage and imagination. Not out here, it would seem. Ah, the Craggy Mountain Range. How long it's been? Did I tell you I am from these parts originally? Well, I've not had many happy memories of home. Nostalgia yet remains a grip on my heart somehow.
I've come around on our sleeping arrangements. I think it's cozy, which is calming. Though I can't say I'll ever come round on how tangled my hair is by morning.
Yeah, I used to have long hair and I hated the tangles in the morning. It was a nightmare. I used to go through bottles of conditioner and literally rip my hair out with ends. It was annoying. So the question is there any books that raise eloquence? Right, future, right, there's Bygone Days. What's that one? It's High's Maze.
I think it's okay to read.
That's Tolerance, I don't need that one yet. If I can't raise eloquence, I'm gonna go and raise imagination. More sustainable future of magic.
He's obnoxious, but he doesn't know a thing or two, so maybe we'll learn something. Let's not complicate books. It's going to come by the window before we dive in.
That's wisdom. Okay, that's a good one to go for. And then we've also got how to walk outside the island. This appears to be Mystari Orphan Travelogue and the guided lands outside the island. It's been thoroughly annotated by Yufa. I've yet to start reading it.
Mystari's guide to life outside the island. Must be tough for them.
That's Tolerance as well. No, I'm gonna raise imagination. And it looks like Lady Yufa's the only one we can raise imagination with, so we'll hang out with Yufa again.
Actually...
Finn, would you join me for a bit of meditation?
If I face myself for meditation and broaden my view of the world, my imagination may improve.
Nice Italian peace and quiet with you sounds nice. What do you think?
I'm very happy.
Wonderful. Then let's sit by the altar and bid our spirits calm.
My legs are numb after sitting in the same position for so long. I told you all people previously. I told you it's dangerous to do it. Flynn, why didn't you listen to me?
Flynn, try to clear your mind.
May I?
Meditation is about freeing yourself from the cage of body and conversing with your soul. If you listen to the voice of your heart, everything here in the world will cease to bother you.
I should attempt to do what she says. Listen to my voice. But how? I'll just try being patient.
Actually...
It almost seems like there's excess energy in your body. You cannot communicate with your soul in such a state.
I couldn't rid myself of my outer thoughts, so I think the meditation only increased my imagination slightly.
Alright.
Yeah, only slightly, we got 5 notes. Only slightly.
Farewell.
It seems like you've relaxed a little, so let's keep it up a little longer, shall we?
Yeah, only slightly, we got 5 notes. That's more than I get for any other thing. It's ridiculous.
Come look at this.
Ahoy! You lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
That's a very nice, almost Studio Ghibli kind of style to that. Especially where you got the holes in the rock where there's only certain teeth holding the mountain afloat. Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed. Falling off of that precipice will be infallibly terrifying. And exhilarating, I imagine. And let's try jumping off of it.
On guard!
Damned bald-faced Sanctus Scullions! Yeah. Oi, what's gotten into you? My, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I'm reminded of the time that you spent all yelling before me. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit. But if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn!
Yes.
I'm with you there.
How amusing! I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intended to do it, but the words just won't come out, and all this girl is just too charming. Never change, love. Well, does anyone else have something to yell about?
I sense that gazing off the cliff's edge, being filled with an unexplainable urge to scream, has somehow broadened my wisdom. I don't know about screaming into a microphone gets wisdom. That'd make me the wisest person in the world, and it's just not true.
Alright.
Still, 3 notes of wisdom, I'm not going to argue with that.
As for me...
Behold, I suppose it's old Neuros's turn. I prepared a list of complaints that I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis, and...
But we're rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold.
Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions.
Bombs away!
But I must scream! As always, I've drawn this place. Here. You can give that to little Maria later. I'll keep Nearest's picture as a souvenir of our journey.
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
7 degrees. That's about what the temperature is here at the moment. It's not warm. It's not cold though either. We're in that nice little inlet. We should arrive in town by this time tomorrow. We've only got a limited amount of time left to enjoy these quiet moments. Once we get to Alderbury, well, you know what's going to happen. Yep, so again we can raise imagination by talking to people. Get a Lumi Bee, which is good. Ah, there's Baz and Del. At this pace, we'll reach Alderbury sometime tomorrow. You got the lance in the end, so I'll not deny you've got the skills for this. But I'll still be watching you until it's in Count Luis's hands.
Hey.
The night chills here are keeping in. Suppose that means we're closing in Alderbury. And once the lance is in Lord Luis's hands, I'll be out of your hair, eh? The days really flew by. Yes, we have a talent of turning people, it seems. It's almost like the fantasy version of the Fast and the Furious. Someone's a bad guy and in the next movie they're part of the team and they'll do anything for him. Ah, there's Hulkenberg, you can also do imagination. And there's Lady Yufa, once again. I say hers has been overpowered, but I'm not hung out with Hulkenberg for a bit.
Well met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to travelling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Hulkenberg, maybe I can hone my imagination.
Magnificent.
Virga Island was truly splendid. To think that so many delicacies could be found in one place. I make no hesitation in declaring it a blessed land, what with its myriad of fish species and rare spices. Oh, but the Sapatia dishes were what truly moved me.
That's right.
It has stimulating taste.
Indeed.
I most heartily agree. The way it was grilled with a plethora of spices was truly remarkable. The braised dish served with the soup was also delicious. According to the locals, Sapitia is best served best fermented and consumed raw. 'Tis a shame we arrived when the dish was out of season. But I digress. Our focus turns to our next destination, Alderbury. To save His Highness the Prince, we cannot fail in eliminating Luis.
Now then.
However, Luis is one of the strongest mages alive. We acquired the Divine Relic, but will it truly be enough to cut him down? No. Forgive me, such uncertainty does not for our cause. Upon our arrival at Alderbury, I shall erase my doubts with the aid of a good meal. The cuisine of that city is well familiar to me. I believe, no, rather, I've no doubt, that both the meal and our mission will be a rousing success. I felt my imagination grow as Hulkenberg and I discussed the challenges of getting hot pot from the inn. I mean, the challenge is still ahead of us.
Now then.
Another force of imagination. Hey, there we go, demiurgic. We've got maximum imagination.
Imagination.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. 'Tis later hour than I realized. I know our journey demands ample rest, but I'd like to continue conversing with you.
So we've managed to get one up to level 5 before the other one's even at level 4. It shows how Yufa was overpowered for imagination.
And the age of a new
I'm not complaining. It's a good thing. It's out of the way.
Tis nearly time.
It is only a ways further until we reach Alderbury. The city is likely abuzz with the activity relating to Saints' Day.
I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later we have to hand Dracodios over to him.
One must wonder what the Boros will tell him of our time on the island.
I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look him straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it.
Alright then.
Tonight we'll deliver the last Luis.
Got a sec?
This will be the last time we wrestle around. Once we're out, we're jumping right into it. I can't believe I'm feeling nervous. After all, we know what's coming.
Yep, so with that in mind, we will do a quick Save here. The Divine Lance. They call it reclamation, but those Sanctus are pillaging the pagans' treasures. Plain and simple. Sanctus's got nothing for us. We've got no faith in their god or their Sanctus. That's why we stand with Count Luis. It's going to be much colder in Altabri, you know. You're ready to layer up and keep warm, I hope. You Furless tries to do what you can. Winter's never really phased us, you, Chief, I suppose.
It's coming up.
We're finally getting close to Altabri. Saints Day Eve at the Opera House. There's never been a stage quite like this. Not for me, and especially not for you.
Meanwhile, you have your imagination. I don't need to hang out with imagination anymore. Hulkenberg, meanwhile, is wisdom by playing a game with her. And then there's courage with Stroll. So looking at them, they're all pretty equal, apart from eloquence. So where's Heismay, out of curiosity? And what does he raise? He's not up here. Wonder if he's on the deck. I've also not talked to Baz yet. I better do that. No. He's not here either. Where'd he go? Okay, in that case then, I think what we're going to do is, because they're all quite equal, I'm going to hang out with Stroll. Raise courage.
Hey.
Hey Flynn, good timing. I was about to do some maintenance on my weapons. If you got the time, why not join me? This is refreshing for the mind as it is for our battles.
Maintain my weapon may help me fight and improve my focus during the fight and hold my courage. Do you want to hold your weapons with Stroll?
Now then.
Right, let's have a look at your blade then.
I spent some time with Stroll holding our weapons.
Alright.
Yep, very simple. Free stat boost. Not going to argue with that.
Nura speaking.
This is Nearest. I've got someone on the old girl's radar, so we're taking a short stop.
Before Altabury's mountains, the Gauntlet Runner sets upon the murky graveyard. The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Ooh, that's rather rough, that. The murky graveyard, and those bridges are modern bridges.
Just look at it.
Wow, those bridges are huge.
It is an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connect the flatlands and increase the amount of places in which people may live. Oh, that makes sense. But if these bridges were to fall in battle, those people would then be isolated.
Hey.
That's all very fascinating, but you look what's directly in front of you. Those are the bones of people, aren't they?
They are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. War is tragic, and we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here.
Yeah.
Indeed. I can't think of anything on this scale happening again.
It brings me no pleasure to see it.
Yet 'tis valuable to experience the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts.
That is why the mantle about this place carries such an impressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives came to an end here.
It feels like my wisdom is deepened after considering those who have found their eternal rest here.
Alright.
More wisdom, I'm not going to argue with that.
Hey,
Something wrong near us. Your face has gone blue.
Perhaps this place scares you, Nearest? My powers of imagination are more robust than most.
Why, Nearus, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're a much gentler soul than I gave you credit for.
Too true, too true. Before all else, I am a delicate flower.
Well then.
Well then, shall we make a quiet departure so as not to rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
I'm sorry to have made such a fuss. I would like to give those who died a proper send-off and drew this with that in mind. Oh, we got two. Okay, cool. I'll take this to Kami so I don't forget the people whose lives came to an end here.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Uchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
-5. -5, people. More anime, cool.
The seat of Sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
We decided to present Luis with Dracodios, last of the Dragon God, aboard his gauntlet runner, the Caridrius. Let's hope he doesn't find out the last are fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphazia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done.
I love the smugness they've given Luis.
At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Forden. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raise their village to the ground. The Caradrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
Batteries? Has he got like laser cannons or something?
What?
Why are you surprised? At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
Ooh. Oh, that's nasty. That's a really nasty throwback of her island's faith back in her face. Good evening to you, Queen. Yes, you made it in time for the juicy bits. Sort of.
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your need. Take care of yourselves. Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day Festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
He raises a very fair point, Basilio.
This is where Forden dies.
he and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Luis, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo.
Oh dear, come on. Atlas, how lazy is that? You've put Lady Juna's elbow going through her hair. That is lazy as anything for animation. Come on.
The rest is up to you.
Don't say that while Luis is there, you pillock. We're just conspiring to kill you. Ignore us. It's fine.
You have all performed admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign.
So he's expecting us to rescind our position, eh? Maybe the king won't allow that to happen.
Understood.
Still, we're going along with it.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
Agreed, Queen. It's definitely not happening. That's not the plan.
It seems the land's past muster. Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Yufa? Are you okay?
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt?
Because he doesn't give a fuck, that's why.
I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. Now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
Yes, by making him kill one of his own.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out. It's cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing my wings off.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Yes, Luis getting egg on his face and his plan coming crashing down around him. That's the big aim here.
Speaking of...
If it is a Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one in the centre of town. 'Tis called Skyward Talon. I recall it being rather pleasant, with very little that would point to its Mustari roots.
Certainly.
It was on Diafranco Street, if I'm not mistaken.
So cold. At least Hulkenberg is in her element. Can we get going before we freeze, though?
Why don't you hide in my bag and stay warm, stay out of the air? Is it just me? Is it just me? I've got a bag on my shoulder which can keep you away. So yeah, and as you say, Queen, we're less likely to be eavesdropped upon. So it's a good idea. But yeah, you can see there it's -5 degrees in game. It is very, very cold here, and Gallica's got, well, no sleeves and no pants. I'm not surprised she's feeling cold. Fair point, Queen. Yes, very fair point. You wouldn't want to spend time in in Flint's sweaty bag. Well, welcome you to Altabri. God Lord, aren't you the older candidate? Oh, Out with you! Get back whence you came! This land is under the protectorate of the Sanctus Church. We no shelter for heathens.
I guess we've reached some level of notoriety, haven't we?
Told you when it's negative 20. Over here, -5 had shut the country down. We have had it higher than that sometimes, to be fair.
This is the best.
I hear there's a motley crew of candidates gathered here. This year's Saints' Day is looking to be the most festive celebration we've had yet. I've heard rumours those relics once belonged to the church, which would mean His Eminence Forden's standing is as good as assured.
If you say so. If you say so. Was that Michael Jackson then? Person in the crowd said that.
What in the blazes? Stop!
You're the elder who made a mess of the exhibition in Briarhaven, aren't you? Listen here. Altabury is the stronghold of the Sanctus Church. You don't stand a chance. Yeah, you say that, but I have plot armor.
Hey, listen.
You look rather...
My wits have left me, I believe.
What are you doing, lying in the middle of a public route? Are you quite all right? You do realise you're in the way, don't you? Why, I never. Don't just stare. Get up. Away with you.
And he's like, I'm too stoned to move, basically.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, everyone's there.
Is it not the elder?
Oh, God. It's this guy. I recognise him now.
Yes, hello.
Not in my wildest imaginings did I believe you'd survive long enough to meet me here in Altabury. In all honesty, I'm shocked you made it past the exhibition. Nevertheless, you'll be sorry to know I've acquired my offering relic as well. Such a spectacular offering will surely astound citizens and candidates alike. Yeah, but he's alive in that he's probably got a pulse, but in terms of like being conscious and aware of who he is, yeah. I mean, he could be an ex-person. I don't know because I've not got any way of testing.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Oh there.
Hilda, is the view not spectacular here? That impressive structure out there is called the Monolith. The rumors were true. It looks like a sculpture jutting out of the sky more than the ground. Truly a sight to behold. With the Opera House at its base, it's truly the city's landmark. It's as well worth the trip from Grand Trad to lay eyes upon it.
Wonderful, isn't it?
I guess.
Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition.
Yes, it's me. I'm here. No, I'm not interested. Shut up. Next. Yes, that too, Queen. All the other ways you can say the K word without saying the K word. For fear of being shut down by social media sites or something, I don't know.
Right.
Not many people want to talk to us here, and I'm not really surprised.
You.
So you're the elder causing all the rumours. That other candidate, Loveless, has been searching all over for you. I don't know what you did to the lad, but I don't want any trouble in this city. Am I clear? Come back to me when I give a shit, mate. Ah, there he is.
Now, how did I wind
What is it?
Only thing down here is the hot spring and the magic shop. Hardly worth to climb back up. The whole city was excavated out of a mountainside. You get used to it, I suppose.
Now, how did I wind up?
Oh, curiosity, what is down here? Ah. The Undercity.
Oh, cripes.
I'm here to celebrate Saints' Day, but one wrong turn and I'm utterly lost. Oh dear, there's something foul in the air. Where in heaven's name am I? In this city, the upper classes reside in luxury in their mansions up high, while those of lesser means and values disgrace the public order down below. Yeah, sounds like Manchester on a Friday night.
So it's the hot spring. The one you're supposed to smell away your anxiety and nervousness. Yeah, you still time you kicking back in a hot spring. We'll come back another time.
Oh, because it's an Atlas RPG, there has to be a hot spring scene, and no doubt we're going to see Lady Eutha, Hulkenberg, and Juna all beat our arses.
What would you like?
Now there's a face I don't see every day. I don't carry igniters here, but have a look around anyway. Oh, and a receipt word from Alonzo. He said you were worthy of a discount, so I'll oblige. Thanks to Alonzo's magic shop negotiator, I can get cheaper magic prices. Cool. Meantime, we can sell 22,000. Might as well while we got the chance. Oh, they're all useless. They're all disappointing. They're all like 100 damage. They're useful for getting press turns, and that's all they're useful for.
Look, I don't give a toss who's king. I just want some coin.
Well, I mean, that's the most forthright backer I've ever seen. I don't care who's king, just pay me money. At least you know where you stand with the guy. You know, it's like there's no bluff, there's no nonsense. He tells it like it is. I can almost admire that. Ah, so we're in another area of town here.
I fear the increasing number of warrior monks as Saints' Day approaches. We've converted to their Sanctus faith, yet still they despise us. Somewhere in their hearts this still sees us lesser. I couldn't tell you how many Mystari have been imprisoned for crimes they didn't commit.
Oh, really? So they're like that here, are they? Oh, meanwhile, there's a sword shop here. I bet you the prices are beyond belief. And I like him too, Queen. Yeah, straight to the point.
Good deal here.
My shop's #1 dealer of quality weapons. You'll be a regular in no time, I hope. Oh, right. I received a message from the Lycan Magic Association you need a discount. Good for you. Yeah, thanks to Brigitte. Yeah, so we can get new weapons, but you see, they're all like $60,000 or $1,000. I've just not got the money. That's the issue I've got at the moment. I just can't get cash. I need to go seriously grinding in one of the dungeons and just go absolutely mental for treasure and money. I need to do it someday. So I've got the same problem for armor. Can't buy it.
Come take a gander.
Saints' Day is the best. Even in cold like this, I'm raking in the sales. Santifix Ford and St. Bella's portraits are in high demand every year. I did hope Master Guido's will be moving a little better. He's a candidate for the throne after all. Ah well, suppose I overpriced him. Don't judge my huge price purchases from the past. Don't start using logic like that, Queen.
What's up?
Looking for a place to stay? The inn's right up ahead, mate. Yeah, it is, but I don't want to stay there. Sorry.
My money's on Santifex for
Elden rubbish.
I'll take the crown now.
We'll head towards the dot. Come on. Dear Franco Street, this is where we needed to be. Oh, it's you.
Indeed, 'tis not so bad.
Saints' Day's right around the corner. I've heard they're dedicating some pagan relics at the moment. You think I could use my connections to Nemesis for my shop? Oh, I'm sure they'd fetch a fine price. Ew, what a treat! Who did you think divine relics are? Toys for nobles?
Yes, Gallica.
Hello there.
Yes, he does. That's exactly what he thinks they are.
Do you need something?
The church is up these stairs. Keep going, you'll find the Montario Opera House. You come for Saints' Day, haven't you? If you're looking for an inn, take that path down. Yes, so Montario, and it's cold. You could argue that this place actually is Canada. Or at least based upon it. Oh, go on, let's go and annoy the Santifex people.
Well, now, what are we on about?
This city will surely flourish by hosting the tournament during Saints' Day. But it vexes me we must receive such a swathe of unruly, impious rabble. I only wish they'd showed the proper respect for these hallowed celebrations. I'll throw them in the dungeons if they continue behaving like ill-mannered swine. It'd have to be the southernmost part of Canada. True, yep.
The dedication ceremony will take place at the Opera House above here, won't it? I can't wait!
Well, you're gonna have to. Right, so meanwhile... Well, it suggests I need to be down there, but... Right, I must have gone past it when I came up the stairs. Fine, we'll go this way.
Hello there.
Or maybe we won't.
Yeah, amazing.
Well then, if you say you'll help.
you're looking for an inn run by a Mastari tribe, just go down this path and it'll be on your right. If memory serves me, it's called the Skyward Tavern.
Amazing.
Yep, thank you. I knew I was looking for somewhere where to go. Ah, there he is, the hippie guy.
Amazing.
Why are we not parked here? It's right by our inn. Why are we parked all the way outside town?
Now what am I to do?
Oh, meanwhile, there's another guard. That's annoying.
Ridiculous.
This is the wretched knave who commanded his subordinates to steal the royal scepter from the Grand Cathedral in Grand Trap. I can only imagine what wicked tricks that villain has up his sleeve for Saint's Day. No harm in preparing for the worst, I always say.
Now what am I to do? You little...
Oh, look who decided to turn up. You've got some nerve showing that mug in front of me.
Huh? What? Did we do something to you? Oh, playing the fool, are we? I see your game, but what's good for the goose is good for the... Gup. I'll settle the score with you shortly. Yeah, maybe he's everyone too many. We'll let him be for now. Or maybe someone has accused us of something again. It would not be the first time. Where's Katharina when I need her so I can give him some East End flogging? Yeah, game, give me Katharina back. She's been gone for too long.
Now what am I to do? Welcome. Wait. A band of youths with a knight and a Ujif.
Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
Has he not recognised who's amongst us?
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mastari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphazia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Edria.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
Ah, the prairie provinces, that makes sense.
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just... You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mastari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have.
You for the peacemaker maker again.
And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
Thank you. We're in your debt.
Oh, look, they've got food and booze here too. And it's so much cooler, which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
That's the happiest I've seen Gallica in ages.
It seems they have an imitation of the island spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
Yufa, I don't think you've thought through what you just asked there. Not a good idea.
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Why?
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
Stroll's like, moving on. Leave this nonsense talk behind.
So we seek to assassinate Luis. A difficult task. But you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
Wait for him to take the stage, run at him and stab him.
First, the when.
Under normal circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense. Someone without combat ability. Or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up. And things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
Don't say go into the don't join his personal guard. We have to be his guard.
We join his personal guard ourselves?
I considered that, but it might be tricky. We can't guarantee he'd allow it, and besides...
Well, we can't attack from a distance. What are we going to do, throw it?
The real lance is overflowing with magla. It would be a dangerous gamble to keep it on hand. That sort of power is easily noticed.
Okay, well, we can't attack using magic because the king's magic, unless that can cast a magic? I don't like the sound of that one, but attacking from a distance is we're not exactly going to throw the lance. What if we miss? I'm going to go with using magic, but I don't like it. I don't think it's right.
Maybe if we use magic to attack him?
No, it's gotta be the lance, or the attack won't land.
You can cast it through the lance.
But it's true that we'd be better served by an attack at long range.
Fine.
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
Well, how do you plan to do that? Are you a javelin thrower? How do you attack from a distance with it? We can't exactly use a sniper rifle, can we? Ah, well, Queen, this is the thing. I get the feeling Luis is going to try and challenge into a duel. Much like was theorized earlier. You weren't here for it. There was a scene where it basically hinted that a duel would bypass the magic.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Thank you, Gallica.
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance?
Oh.
Pierced him through from a distance?
Who here is a javelin? Who here uses the javelin? The only person who could possibly do it is Hulkenberg on a horse. That's one way it might work.
Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
When was that ever a hint? When was that ever hinted at?
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person. From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
He will see it! His eyeline is right at the chandelier! He will see! This is the worst assassination plot I've ever seen! Look at the eyeline! He's looking right at it!
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly.
That too, Gallica, that too!
Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
Even during the show, it's a stupid idea. Oh, that's a fair point. The one in Final Fantasy VIII, yeah, that was a pretty bad one. That's a very fair point. And the fact that even the biggest apologist in the world for Final Fantasy VIII admits that shows you how bad it is.
Luis will be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
And especially above an audience, when you're only going to get one shot, the pressure's too much. I think it's a stupid idea.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
Yeah, to be fair, Queen, someone did think of doing that, didn't they? But it went awry when they decided to do it in the worst way possible.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
Or, why doesn't someone hide in the crawl space beneath his throne seat and stab him through the floor?
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Yeah, and then the King's magic kills Luis and does the job for us, so who gives a fuck?
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
Why do we need to draw close to him if he's dead? If he's dead, why do we need to draw close to him? Let Forden kill him for us. Let Forden do the dirty work. Where's the problem in that plan? Where is the issue?
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
Well, the only one skilled enough as a ninja is probably Heismay. He's the only one I can think of who's going to have the skills. If not him, it'd be Hulkenberg.
I'd rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference. Besides...
This is the weapon that pierces the magic. Me using it will bypass the magic. Of course they were going to go there. I was using logic, Queen. I was being a commander.
Laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
Well, I thank you for your confidence, Scroll, but at the same time, Flynn's not known as a javelin thrower.
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
Don't encourage him, Hulkenberg.
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
Now I know how Joker felt in LeBlanc when everyone called in to be the distraction during Alice's jail.
Will you do it, Captain?
Oh, God. I can either be like, okay, fine, or of course, I'd always planned to. It was always part of the plan. No.
All right. I'll do it.
Thanks. We owe you.
Maybe one of them does, but I'm trying to think of all the ones that the ones I've unlocked for Flynn. Which one could do it? Magic Knight, possibly. Yeah, Magic Knight, I think.
On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
I don't know if I unlocked Ninja for specifically Flynn. I don't know if I unlocked it for him.
Don't worry about it.
And there's a lot laying on your mind right now, but let's just try and get some rest and prepare for tomorrow. It'll get even colder at night, so try not to get sick. I'm going to take a quick save. I'm going to put it on a different slot. So 1 second. So I just had to make a slight adjustment. Then I do apologise. Okay. The fact that the lance past muster is a testament to Nereus' skill. Sometimes the man can truly achieve amazing things. Even now, he's held up in the runner, working away. Tuning something or other with usual vigor, I don't doubt. He has his quirks, to be sure, but there can be no mistaking he's a great credit to our endeavours. Yeah, true, I suppose he could draw on the power of other people's archetype as a way of being able to summon it forward, maybe. Yeah, Queen.
At last.
Tomorrow is finally Saints' Day. Luis will show his face, and with the real lads, we'll... Don't worry, I'm prepared to do what we must. The man must be stopped. So this is Alderbury, eh? Code of clients tend to inspire stronger drinks amongst its people. But all that can wait until after our business is finished. Once we've trounced Luis, I can think of no better celebration than a good stiff drink.
That was my first time seeing snow, and it was so cold I shivered. What a sensation! Oh, right. June is going to meet up with us later tonight, because she's got many things to do behind the scenes. Flynn, you go ahead and rest up. You got a big role to play by yourself tomorrow, after all.
Ah, so our bed's round the corner. So you call it a day and rested for a night? Yes.
Good night.
Rest well.
Go late at night. Ah, Del and Baz.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real?
Fidelio's a sharp one, isn't he?
Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island? Shite. How'd they? Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely? That good enough for you, brother? Del, you remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Or something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
Well, yeah, obviously, but... What was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like... I don't know how to say it, but... It was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
Yes, so the conflict of the brothers is happening.
So that is the side they serve.
Ah. Who's in the robe?
Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Fordens or our fallen kings. It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
Time marches on.
Yes, who was under the robe? We didn't see them, we didn't hear them.
The Saints' Day festivities in Alderbury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God. And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go-around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint. We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island.
Balin is so secretly a fanboy for us, isn't he?
Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history. Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
No minor bouts, apparently. A measly 4 degrees, about what it is in the UK at the moment.
Right. That's everyone. Let's go over the plan one last time. First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
I don't buy it.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
Thank you, Gallica, but that's not my worry at the moment.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night. Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius. Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
He'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Well, see you at the show.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
Status curing items is what I'm going to need here more than anything else.
Right.
The thing said the score of Louise.
Okay.
You'll be fine. I know you'll be able to do it. The Opera House is located at the highest point in the city. It'll be just you and Yufa up there. Make sure you can both gear up for everything.
Yep. So with that in mind, we'll do a quick save firstly. As I say, I think this is. I personally think this is a stupid plan.
What now?
I think it's absolutely stupid.
That is...
I didn't want to do that. Right, so we've got fire dodge. Oh, hang on. Yep, so... Arcane use. Increase the strength of synthesis moves. That could be useful. Right. I'll have that. Meanwhile, yeah. Good evening, Avian. Welcome back. Yes, it's setting up to fail, it would seem, which is not what we want. And I might actually also look to raise, because it's about stat boosts. Increases attack by 10% or heat up. Passive increases physical skill. I'll go with that one. Magic circle. As for Yufa, she's currently got Summoner equipped. Not one word. Ice is what she's got problems with. Unfortunately, because she's not got any other skills available, she's not got anything to pass on to. So that's going to be a problem. I mean, I could literally buy one of these and get and level her up, but for now, we're going to stay where we are. We're going to call it as it is. However, I quite like the idea of quickly leveling up a couple of the archetypes. We've got loads of items. One more. One more.
New skills, new possibilities.
That's now got us Heat Riser. That could be useful. Emerald Vortex. Like, extreme wind damage to all enemies. It's worth getting it. But I've got to be careful on these, because I've only got a few of them. So if it's leveling them up as it is, that means I can now switch to these and hopefully finish it off.
I found new power.
There we go. And that's got our HP up as well, so that's useful. Now then, speaking of these, I'm going to quickly give you for a couple of skulls. That's at level 8, and we'll learn... What's the next skills? Out of curiosity. Sorry about the brief menu management, people. I know that this is not the most entertaining thing. But I get the feeling getting some of these skulls up is going to be really useful. Yeah, this is quite a hard one to level up. But give her one of these heroes of jeweled root. How does that differ? Not by much, surprisingly. This one's a hard one. This one's a hard one to level up. So, for now, that's Seeker. Where's Mage? That one learns Light Dodge. I'm trying to find one that learns Fire Dodge. One of them does. Which one is it? There you are, Merchant.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I'm not going to give it to her. I just got an idea. It's just so I can get a skill to get rid of it. That's Fire Dodge. I also need Ice Dodge. I've just realised. Ice Dodge will come in handy too. Not this time, no. One of you has Ice Dodge, I'm sure of it. At least I'd hope so. It would suck if not. It looks like it might not have it. That's really irritating. That's extremely annoying. That is so annoying. Damn it. That's really infuriating. That is absolutely infuriating. Oh well, no matter. Right, we'll carry on as we are for now then, just hope we've got enough levels to survive it. Excellent. Okay.
All right then.
Now, I'm just looking for where I can get accessories and healing items.
Let's go.
It's not here I wanted to go, but it's on the same street. I'm hoping I can get some status magic, like status restoring items. Which I believe the store here will do. Nope, not that. There. Yeah, the pharmacy. Perfect.
Greetings.
Prices are lower on Idle's Day, but please leave as soon as you finish shopping.
Oh, it's like, the prices are lower, but buy what you need, then piss off, basically. They're 2,000, but they cure any status ailment. I will have 8 of those, so I can have 10 in the bank. Just so I've got them. That removes all debuff effects. Then we've also got of the others. Ah. We'll definitely want. So I can inflict daze on an enemy. All the others have got anything for daze? No, it doesn't look like it. That's really irritating. Right, okay, well at least I got some panaceas. That'll come in real handy.
Alright then. Let's head there right away.
And then from outside the tavern, we can head up to the Opera House. And say this is clearly not going to work, and we're going to have a new sequence where we've got so many days to do something. It's just got to happen. That's the format of the game. I want to quickly check something if I can. Ah, no, it's not there, damn it. Never mind. Don't you oi me.
Yeah, amazing.
We're going to float around at the speed of sound on our sword.
How grand.
In terms of if we have a traitor, it wouldn't make sense given the amount of effort he's put into crafting it, but part of me thinks Neuros. I can't see any of the main group being traitors because of the way the game's mechanics are, but just because the game's mechanics suggest no, it doesn't mean they won't be. I've spent 80 hours, but look at how much grinding I've done, Queen. I've done a lot of grinding. We're not just going to walk in the front door, are we? There should be a service door nearby. Let's take us. I'll be able to let Juno do something about the guards by the service entrance. Right, okay, well that's where the door is, so let's have a look.
Well, hello. Indeed, 'tis not so bad.
Is that Luis's gauntlet runner?
If I may.
I bet those monk soldiers are itching to get their hands on Luis. How foolish. It'd be a futile effort. They can't lay a finger on him because of the king's protective magic, after all.
If I may.
Yeah, he has a friendship art and it's not finished. No, exactly, because I've not managed to do it. So again, if we have got a traitor, I get the feeling it's going to be someone random.
Oh, there!
It seems this place once used to store construction materials. I've heard that gauntlet runners would park here after transporting shipments. The pagans constructed many of the buildings in this city, although Sanctus now claims to have restored them all to their so-called proper forms. Perhaps that's what history really is. The victors decide in their own truth of what occurred, making sure it presents themselves in a favourable light. Yeah, just saying this count as blasphemy against the church. I'll give you this, boy, so forget you heard anything. Thank you, I'll take a miraculous medicine. What is it you said again? Okay, never mind. Right. So we need to get a service entrance. Is there a set of stairs going down underneath it somewhere?
So irreverent.
Have you seen the white-clads over there? Those brazen bastards are acting like they own the place in our very own holy city. Though they may be feared as the strongest army in the nation, we warrior monks still have our pride. We'll be hosting the most eminent dignitaries in the nation and divine relics. I swear in the name of Sanctism that our security will be impenetrable.
That will be quite enough.
Oi there!
Okay, Ah.
Hello there.
Didn't I tell you at Blue Sky Bridge? Only those with permits are allowed on this road. We're expanding the road to support the passage of gauntlet runners, which means you'll be able to cross as soon as construction's finished. Mind you, that could take a few years. I thought that might be the way to service entrance, being down underneath it. I'm disappointed. That made the most sense.
Oi there!
Just sublime.
Okay, the radar's telling me to go elsewhere. The radar's telling me to literally go there. But when I tried to go in there, Gallica was like, no, oh, hello. Right, guard here.
Check this out.
This is the service entrance. You're supposed to do something about the guards for the night performance. Want to wait till then? Yes. You ready to do this? Remember, just you, me, and Yufa. We won't be able to contact the others. Make sure Grimmer's where you want it before we set out. Need to make any changes? This is just so I can save my game more than anything. And as I say, in terms of what we've got, now that the Magic Seeker has got full healing and full stats, that could be enough Yeah, you can see here we've got like support attacks and comrades more easily. Heavy HP recovery. We can increase critical ally for 1. Heavy magic damage to all this fire. Increase hit evasion and for 1 ally for 3 turns. So that could be really useful. And then that one being the big one. Ignoring resistances, extreme damage. That could be incredibly useful. And say, the thing about Euphar is I've not really got much more I can do for her equipment. She's very much our mage caster. My only concern is that she might be vulnerable on the battlefield. But I'm at the point where I don't really want to turn back. I want to see what this is before tonight's stream ends. I do have a trip down to the capital tomorrow, so I might have to wrap up slightly earlier. And I want to be ready to go. Oh.
Let's go see.
Well now, what are we
Hey, what are you staring at? You don't have any business to service door, do you? Oh, I see. You're hoping to catch one of the celebrities, eh? Believe me, I'd love to meet Lady Juna myself. But security's very tight, you know. Don't you think that putting British guard dogs backstage is a bit much? I'd be paranoid if you ask me.
At last.
Seems to be able to take care of this guy easily. We should get ready for tonight.
Don't say in front of his face, Gallica. We'll go for it. Ready goes we are.
Alright then, let's follow the plan and wait here.
Got it.
Alright, the guards have left their post. Juna has done her job admirably.
Onward.
And she's not at the service entrance for us, as well. Let's enter and remain unseen. So much for being unseen.
Alright.
Infiltration successful.
So...
This way leads backstage. From there we climb onto the roof and then atop the chandelier.
Yes.
I'm en route to the auditorium just on the other side. I'll have to lure those brothers out somehow. Stowe and I will secure an exit route with all speed.
Yeah.
We'll split up from here. Let's all do our parts and regroup. Good luck.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Alright, let's start the operation. We need to get up on that chandelier and be in position before Juna finishes singing.
I'm sure of it.
And to get on that chandelier, we need to first reach the roof. That's right. Juna laid it out for us. We head backstage, we should be able to go up from there.
Time to go.
Understood. Let's be on our way then.
First?
I don't want to do that. I wanted to save my game, and the game's like, what, you want to heal people? And I'm like, no. You're that elder candidate. What's one of Luis's dogs doing here? Master Guido's monk army has gone in the opera house, so don't get any funny ideas. Don't worry, we've not got any funny ideas. Our ideas are 100% serious. But because of that, I don't want to attract too much attention by speaking to too many people. It might be better that we just try and get on with it. Oh, that's the noble. It's this guy.
Loveless, that puerile Perippus fool. He yet refrains from dropping out of the race. Perippus are a foolish tribe to begin with, but the longer that man remains, the bolder they grow. How irritating.
Ah, so we can't get all the extra ropes in the way. So that's not going to work.
Why is this happening?
When you say start singing the SIA song, which song do you mean?
Here's the door leading backstage. We should be able to access the roof from in there. What's up with this guy standing in front of the door, muttering at something? Has something happened, do you think?
Oh, bollocks. Did I drop it somewhere?
Hey, is something wrong?
Oh no, it's just, I seem to have dropped my key somewhere, so now I can't open this door. And of all times, that's when we're busy beyond belief. I guess I'll have to go get a spare. Okay, fair enough, Avian.
He left. Now we got a locked door to deal with.
Actually...
That man works here, I suppose, and he dropped his key. So finally we'll get our plan back on track. Let's scout the area. But I thought I also asked the patrons about the key. In such a crowd, someone is bound to have seen it.
Then...
Okay, let's see if we can talk to people.
heard from a roguish crier. Did you really go all the way to the Pagan Islands for a divine relic? This crier said you found something amazing on the island. But he's just spinning tall tales, isn't he? Or was there?
Well, you're not telling me anything I need, so we'll avoid you for now.
Say.
This monk army seems to be on high alert today. They've even brought guard dogs along. Perhaps it's because Luis is here, but the royal magic would prevent any sort of assassination, would it not?
It's not here either. Damn, where did I drop it?
What is it?
Hey, what is it? I'm right in the middle of changing. Can it wait?
Beg your pardon.
Oh, my apologies. We were looking for a missing key. Have you seen or heard anything about one? Sorry, I haven't. Did you check the costume closet in the hallway? Stuff gets lost there all the time.
Let's go.
Costume closet, what it? Alright, let's check.
Costume closet. Ooh, but I do see loot.
Why is this happening?
Seems like string of some sort.
Honestly.
Maybe we can go around and pick up every little thing while we're on a mission to assassinate an aristocrat. Well, perhaps it'll prove useful. Let's hold on to it for the moment.
Why is this happening?
Yes, we're gonna find out that eventually. Once I've got my I think it's my courage high enough, we're going to find out about that. Seems like a small gold tooth. Golden tooth? How does something like that happen on the floor? But such is usually more peculiar items than keys. It appears to be a silver necklace.
What's this?
Wow, that's a nice necklace. It might be important. I imagine it belongs to someone around here.
Yeah, so we got side quests there.
What is it?
You have some business with me. I'll have you notice I'll not be swayed by an elder candidate. I proudly support Rudolph and his vision of Roussant rule. Besides, wouldn't you say there's something rather alluring about such a severe man?
That's true, exactly, yes. The old Home Alone scenario.
What am I to do?
What rotten luck. My shoelace has to break now, of all times. The Crown Theocracy officials have already gathered, but I can hardly attend to them with my shoelace like this.
Sure of it.
That's right. We picked up a string earlier, did we not? Perhaps you could make use of it.
I handed over.
Huh? Use this? I suppose it could be a shoelace replacement. Thank you. I wish I had a more proper reward for you, but I don't. Still, this cake's famous here, and tasty, I promise.
We got Altabury cake.
Oh, yeah?
That could come in handy. Give it to Hulkenberg.
That gives me an idea.
These divine relics are mostly junk, are they not? What strange people the pagans are, valuing things like that.
They were surely using reason once his eminence steals the relics away. Discarding those warped teachings and convert to sanctum is the only path.
Say there.
This place is absolutely littered with lost items today. Guess it's no surprise with all these people here. Got lots to do, so I can't pick up each and every one. If you find something big help, you can return to its owner.
Whoa, isn't that something?
I hear His Eminence Forden has acquired a magnificent divine relic. With that, his victory is all but assured.
Oh, perhaps not.
But no doubt Lewis has something up his sleeve. To achieve such success at his age, we can't count him out.
The Sage Day Festival is held once a year on the day God descends to the monolith. A feast is held to welcome him, and we offer our most intimate prayers. This opera house was built specifically for Saints' Day, in fact. Now come, renounce your allegiance to Luis and pray with us. God even forgives filthy elders like you. Close your eye.
Yes, God forgives filthy people like you. What an arsehole.
I've done it now.
How long does it take to change? The play's going to start soon.
Is something the matter? You seem rather troubled.
That dancer won't leave the dressing room. I'll have my scripts in there. I need it back.
What?
What? Again? Really, I'm sorry, I'm a bit occupied, but I can't find my precious necklace. I searched everywhere, and I still can't find it. I suppose it's possible I dropped it in the hallway. Have you seen a silver necklace? I lost it and it's really important to me. The necklace we picked up. Perhaps it's theirs. Let's check with them.
I hand it over.
This is it.
Oh, this is it. You found it. Thank you so much. My beloved gave me this necklace. We're unable to see each other right now. In any case, I want to give you a reward. How about this? An exclusive preview of the Saints Day play script.
And now we can give the theatre script to this guy. You got it for me. Oh, I'm saved. I don't know how much to give us thanks, so please take this. Oh, Hero's Leaf of Light. I'll help that. I'll take it, but it's not what was needed.
His Eminence Forden is, of course, a fine candidate, but it's Professor Julian in the end who's most fit to be king.
He appeared to obtain a divine relic with no trouble at all. Yet, despite this, he remains unpopular. It's curious. I suppose it indicates just how unintelligent the masses truly are. Tragic. We need an enlightened ruler, as Professor Julian says.
Speaking of...
The monks were not pleased to hear about Louis coming to the festival today, I can tell you that. What in blazes is he here for? I wonder. Whatever it is, I hope it ends peacefully. Right, let's check all these doors, because there might be other people behind them.
Pardon?
You know Sanctifex Divine Relic? Apparently Master Guido harassed some pagans to get it for him. Oh, mind your word choice there. It originally belonged to the church, so we got to return it is all.
Say, have you heard?
My word, did you hear the rumour about Lady Tuna? She was spotted leaving Luis's gauntlet runner. This country's top songster shacking up with Luis. Wow, get it, girl.
Ridiculous.
Just talk to you.
Speaking of which...
I've heard rumours about you. They say you killed the sea monster outside Briarhaven. Which means this Teddy's ominous brought to the exhibition was fake. I know this, but in the church's face. You're an interesting fellow.
That damned Luis.
Oh.
Ugh, I'm starving. I've been so busy preparing, I haven't eaten since lunch. I'm gonna that cake we just got. I think we'll be too focused on the mission to eat it anyway.
Oh my.
Oh my, this is one of Altenbury's famous confections. You give it to me? Well, I'll not spurn your kindness. Before I must return the favour. Ah, I know. I found something earlier that might be amusing.
An unopened love letter.
Here, I think it's a love letter. I didn't open it, but have some scandalous details right within.
What would you care to do?
That's the rope. We can't go that way. Damn, where did I drop it? How could I lose a precious letter like that?
Perhaps he's referring to the letter we just received. Let's show it to him.
You've really helped me out.
That's... You found my letter for me. I'm so relieved. I can't thank you enough. It's a marriage proposal. I wrote it for a certain woman. Truth be told, it's best I forget about it.
What?
Wait, you're not gonna give it a letter? Why?
My family is newly of rank and supports Louise. She's a dancer at the opera and a follower of Sanctism. You see, don't you? As long as Forden and Louise are at odds, our marriage will never be allowed anyway. Ugh. Why did you have to reference Romeo and Juliet? Seriously, game, really? We get that it's a play, but you had to reference Romeo and Juliet?
Much gratitude to you.
I'm sorry, I rather went on too long. Truly, I'm grateful you returned it. So please, take this as my thanks. Harold's banner. I dream of the day I can give her this letter. I hope she waits for me until that time comes.
It's okay.
Harold's banner? That sounds like an accessory. What does it do? Not that. While in the front row increases attack. That's one for any of the combat characters. Like Stroll with his samurai version. Or when we've got Heismay in ninja mode.
Why is this happening?
Lord Milo's participating in Saints' Day this year, and I've learned to gaze upon its divine features once more. My father told me to support its eminence, but I don't care what he says. My feelings for Lord Milo are a tide that cannot be stopped. Right, so where is this sodding key? I've got no one else to talk to. Oh wait, hang on. I'm positively hideous about my tooth. This is a disaster! Didn't we pick up a gold tooth earlier? Can't imagine it belongs to anyone else.
Thank you very much indeed.
Oh, my tooth! You spied my distress and sought to rectify it, didn't you? I'm saved! Now I can socialize without appearing like some gap-toothed yokel. As thanks, take this key. I picked up in the corridor earlier, but I couldn't risk telling the attendant with a gap in my teeth. Can you imagine? You may get a reward if you return it. Oh, and don't worry about me. I'm fine now. My smile can shine.
Is this perhaps?
Hey, is this the key we've been looking for? Yes, we found it. I feel like our rewards seem more like errands, but also it ends well, I guess. Let's go try this key out.
Yay, we've done it!
Is it just me who hates fetch quests? I can't stand them. Fetch quests are so 1984. And I don't mean the dystopian sci-fi novel, I mean literally 1984.
Yay, we've done it!
It is open. We can finally proceed.
Ready?
This goes backstage. We should be able to reach the roof. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's take a peek inside first, carefully, so we don't get caught.
Check this out.
Look at that curtain. We should be able to go backstage from there. I guess it makes sense there are guards. Nobody knows, so we just slip through?
No.
It will be a great risk if we draw attention here. We'll not shake it easily. You have a point. I wish I had a surefire plan for this.
What?
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 Why is it so dark all of a sudden?
What's happening? What's wrong with the lights? Couldn't happen at our worst time. We can't just ruin the Saints' Day festivities. That takes care of that.
What?
Stroll, so the lights.
I asked Hulkenberg to do it. They won't be in the dark forever, so get moving while you can.
That was a great help.
Thank you.
Got it?
Once the exit route is secured, Hulkenberg and I will regroup with you. The rest is up to you, Flynn.
Let's go.
Let's sneak through while the lights are out. Follow me.
Ask and you shall find out, Avium. We just found out.
The future is uncertain.
What? The backstage passage lights are out.
That is...
Yeah, it was just reported. We've already fixed the issue, but we can't figure out how it happened. Either a simple accident or... I believe I charged you with the security at the venue. I presume everything is in order. Rest assured, Your Eminence, I will have it investigated immediately.
Understood?
Increase security? Call in the reserves too. We can't be too careful. Not even the rats get through.
Yes.
Yes, sir. As you wish.
Good grief.
Yeah, it's getting a bit thick in here. The bigwigs seem to have a lot of keeping ends keeping order. Well, I suppose that's my cue. Interesting. What are you going to do here, Batlin?
Now!
And now, at long last, we come to the highlight of the festival. The dedication ceremony for the divine relics will begin very soon.
Take a look.
Gathered here are the only competitors fierce enough to have survived the first round and gotten their hands on a relic.
At last.
It makes sense, Queen. Yeah, Batlin could be a spy. I did say it was chaos aligned.
I hear cheering. Sounds like it's getting underway. They'll probably have some official do a preamble for a while. Then they'll start the actual dedication. Juna sets to sing after that. We'll need to be on the chandelier by then. We get anyone he fights, they'll target Yufa first. Since you're protected by the royal magic, make sure you keep an eye on her, Flynn.
Let's go.
We have to be smart about this. The plan won't work without you or Yufa.
Let's hurry.
Okay, so we've got a kind of escort mission here. I'll take the Uchronia gold coin.
No way.
I've got a fixed camera and it's really irritating. Ah, there's dogs.
Come on, let's push through.
Oh, look.
Back there. Hey, great job.
I'm pretty good at this escort mission malarkey, aren't I?
Come on.
I knew you could do it.
The Altabury quilt.
Who's there?
Someone's back here. Aren't you that elder candidate?
You got caught right away. Now we got no choice to force our way through.
It must have been you who cut the lights. Dogs of Luis. You won't let Saints Day on my watch. Careful. The royal magic protects him, but he'll surrender if we kill his allies. Aim for the Mistari girl.
So we're doing it this way. You if falls, the mission fails, so be careful.
I'm not pissing about.
I returned.
Get out. I am not missing out on loot.
How exciting!
We got an emerald. Could come in handy.
What a fortunate find.
Something we'll need to get appraised. That could be good. Oh, look, there's more of them. Anyway. So you can choose your route. You can either fight the dogs or fight the guards. Well, since I was able to kill the dogs by literally overpowering them, I'm just going to do that. East End Thug mode. Here we go. It was a bad idea to try and fight me. Send round an East End Thug.
What?
Ah. So we have multiple ladders to climb. Let's first of all clear the area of enemies.
Push through. How's that? Push through.
You're next. Wow, you guys all suck.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
It is useful because it's loot. I'm taking it.
All right. Amazing.
We got the pocket heater, portable device that generates a comforting prevents frostbite. Nice. That's a useful feature. I'm half tempted to give that to Yufa, purely because she is actually weak to ice. So that means she's likely to get hit by frostbite. And I don't want her to do that. That's the one, pocket heater.
Let's take it. We may yet find a use for it.
Right, that one on the left seems to be the one we need to go down. The one on the far left is the one that appears to be the next route. Any more things back here? Not that I can see. Oh, we got loot.
We found some. How exciting!
Another diamond. That's good. Not seeing anything immediately of looty there, so we will leave that be. Ah, but there is loot here. I am not missing out on loot. Yes, I know we're on the clock. Yes, I know we got to get to the chandelier, but I am not leaving loot behind.
Keep it.
I want all the loot where I can. Ah, right. This time we've got no choice but to face the guards. What have we here? Siege Master Guido was correct. A few rats did make their way into the upper house.
Scoundrels!
Pray for mercy, ye who would defile Saint's Day. I will have you atone for your sins.
We have little time, so let's make this fight quick.
Doesn't the royal magic protect only candidates themselves, pagan girl? Now repent your evil ways. Meanwhile, Queen's like being held back. Because of... Oh, weak to flame, are you?
Burn! Just one left.
Even my strength will be needed. Summoner! The situation to the back!
Yeah, best off going to the back for you. You can guard, actually.
Let's stay calm. Vitus power.
Just in case. Then I could go with Adventure. I could go with Seeker's Gale. But for practically the same amount, you can hit him with this. Purely because it ignores resistance. Yes, she will return. Yeah, the religious judgment is pretty nasty. It must be said, Queen. I agree with you. But again, it's depicting that era in time, isn't it? It's depicting that period of where people genuinely believe that kind of horse shit.
What now?
Right, we'll go to status. Yeah, 366. Could really do with something that's going to bring back... MP. I've got something here. Ah, here we are. I'll take one of those. Oh, I hate it too, Queen.
What? What the? Where'd you come from? Did you defeat the guards below? Sir, we don't have time. Let us through or we'll make you.
Take not one step further. The Theocracy's monk army will be respected. The Order is a candidate. He'll be shielded by the royal magic, so aim for the Mystari girl first.
Short work of them.
They come too far to fall here. Let's go, Flynn.
Yeah, get off my battlefield.
Last one. Now
I'll take the rear.
How are you still alive?
Please go right ahead.
I will fight with pride. You're here?
Witness the power
Ah.
of sanctism. I won't lose.
Yufa's guard is down.
Oh, souls of kings, give me strength.
I returned.
Yeah, Yufa took that one personally.
Yeah.
Let's take care of the guards. Let's head for the roof.
Hang on.
Now this is unbelievable! Sanctifex Forden's relic appears to be a colossal chalice!
Get back in Persona 5. What are you doing here, the Chalice of the People? Get back to Persona 5.
I'm told it's believed to be an ancient artifact called a Holy Grail. Truly, a relic to put all others to shame.
That was a slow clap for you, Atlas. That's the ultimate in recycling ideas.
The pagans looted this from the church's vaults in antiquity. God, in his omniscience, is said to have imbued it with his essence, giving it the power to make wishes come true.
And how did such a glorious relic come into your hands?
We simply preached his holy works and spread the teachings. Mutual dialogue was what won the day. Through guided prayer, anyone can be saved, and we may see God's blessing in all things.
Just incredible! But if anyone could do it, it's Sanctifex Forden!
I think it's obvious whose doing it is.
I suppose that marks His Eminence Forden as the sole winner. Even to an amateur's eye, no other relic could compete.
That's a good point, Queen. I guess we're going to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Sanctifex Forden. Now, continuing on. Wait, Forden was last to present? That's not right. We've not seen Luis yet, or the island team.
Is there an issue?
No. I think we're finally having a show end without incident. After all, these were originally Sanctus relics anyway.
Well, it looks like that's all the divine relics our candidates found across the land. The top-ranking faces will be announced during tomorrow's festivities. And now, it is my distinct honor to present a one-act opera for a Saint's Eve to remember. Please, join me in welcoming the diva herself, Juna, for a performance of the opera's opening piece. Ladies and gents, enjoy!
Yeah, Luis has got contempt for the rules, Queen.
Well, Luis, rumor has it you found yourself quite a relic. Then why are you so reluctant to present it? No matter. The race's outcome is beyond your meddling now. Victory is mine.
We made it to the roof. Phew, just in time.
Let's hurry.
We can get down a chandelier from that building. Hurry!
Finally.
Yeah, we're gonna get attacked here. Something here doesn't quite ring true with me.
We're here. I think we can get down onto that massive chandelier hanging from the ceiling.
Our escape route is secure. We should be able to flee undetected.
How did you get here?
Good. Everything's going according to plan so far. But time's running out. From here on, it's all up to him.
All will be fine.
Okay. It's finally time to end this.
And there's Juno in her whole performing robes.
About to start.
From my fingertip flies a butterfly, how it pines for the moon up high. Fire calls its name, fly to the flame, burning as free as it can be. Out there, deep and dark in the valley mist.
Focus. You can only get one shot at this.
There's the power. Well, there's no QTE, so are we ready? It's either not Luis, as you say, Queen, or he's got a plan, and it's not gonna work. Or is he not going to do it? Or can he not do it? Has he got them mounted? Yeah, he's blacking out. You see what I mean? He can't see him. He's blocking out. Oh, it's hit him. But as you say, I don't think it's Luis.
Right?
We shall see. Here we go.
Hey, the lance! Hurry!
Or can she not pull the lance back? Yep.
What's going on? Is there something blocking it?
Ladies and gentlemen, what an honor! That was our kingdom's lovely songstress, Juna. Moving right along.
It didn't work. Come back.
Or is Flynn gonna go a different way?
Hail!
Is it done? The lance should have hit him, but we can't get it back.
Taking that into account.
There's some sort of interference. Lewis is doing, no doubt.
Ludicrous.
The lance struck true, yes? Is he slain or not?
True.
It suddenly was dark. And since the lance hasn't returned, we can't make a clear judgment. No use thinking on it now. We've done all we can.
Hey.
For the moment, at least. Let's get out of here. The longer we stick around, the worse it'll be.
Hurry!
I would like to actually have a proper save rather than do this, but if there's a boss fight, I'm gonna have to stop.
Why do you dawdle? Did you get him?
We do not know why, but the lance.
Should we withdraw to retrieve it? Or make our escape?
Lost a lance? Perhaps it's this one.
Here we go.
At last your allegiance is laid bare. And if this lance wounded me, then I take it the one you provided me was a mere imitation.
If you know what the Lance is capable of, then surely you understand the situation. Your last hope is gone.
Or is it?
It seems a shame to kill you, but I'm afraid you've gone too far. I have no intention of surrendering, nor of wavering in my convictions.
Is this where one of the brothers saves us?
That being said, you truly have impressed me. I will allow you some final words, if you have any.
Say it!
I see your performance has come to an end, Juna.
Yes, the curtain falls. I'm no longer your songbird to keep caged.
How did you do your hair so fast?
So, you too stood with them.
Come on. He's ready to listen, so say it. You know there's something he needs to hear.
But it's still hope. Barry, there's only one thing I can say. There's only one way. Challenge into a duel.
Luis, I challenge you to a duel.
Ah, the very words I was waiting for. You really have done your research. In truth, I intended from the start to entertain such a challenge. I confess it's been a long time. Perhaps a real contest is what I've craved. This competition is little more than child's play. So be it. It has been a long time indeed since anyone drew my blood. I will end your life with my own hands.
There needs to be a direct confrontation after all. As though it was fate all along.
This seems too early. I don't like this.
A duel makes the king's magic powerless, which means this trinket is no longer necessary. Then state your name. How do you declare yourself?
I am the hero, the savior of this country.
You would save it, would you? I hope that dream does not end in futility. My name is Luis Guiaburn. I am the rightful king, he who will forge anew this unworthy country into a utopia.
That's how, Queen. His sword's a relic. That's how he survived.
Attack in any number. Wield any weapons. But fight with your very lives. If you live by a creed, show me its strength.
Do I get to forge a party? Yep, okay. Not sure on you for her. So I'm going to switch you out for Highs, mate. I'm going to go with the old school team. Here we go. Game on.
Go ahead. Have at me. An attempt on the life of Luis Guiaburn is a folly most cannot afford. We've come this far. Let's fight with all we have, Captain.
Luis, I will make an end of you here.
I should expect no less by a duel's code. So be it. Allow me to even the score.
This is our mission. We'll see justice
His health is down at half, which is interesting.
No, now we strike.
I'm counting on you.
This is it.
I will fight with pride. Lend me your strength.
No.
Maybe there's a better choice. Soul Hacker! Scour!
You needn't hold back. Samurai!
Let's go for a buff.
This is strength!
Yeah, I knew he'd do that.
Accept my challenge. I strike to kill. I strike to kill.
Okay, so you strike to kill.
A bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
I've realised she's in gun mode. That explains why I got the issue. It's attack and defense we need here.
Not this one.
Tell you what.
To the rear guard.
Just for now. And then item wise. Tell you what I can do here. Pass your turn for a second.
Oh, power of kings.
It's unlikely to afflict Fulgets, there's not much point of that. Steal some health back. Watch out.
It's okay. I won't hold back.
Now, let's give me your aid.
Now mine ignored defenses, so I don't want to waste it. Let's give it a try. Then again. Oh, nice! You got a critical hit. That's really good news. Can't see it working, but I'm going to try.
Perhaps this suits me best. A wise choice.
I will fight Vida's power. Wind! Bear witness!
Yeah, press turns.
I strike to kill! I strike to kill!
I can sort myself out. Give me a second.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Yeah, which is kind of annoying, but what can you do? Right, first of all, yeah, that'll do. One of those.
This calls for one of these.
That'll come in handy.
My aim is ever true.
Now, as for you, because you keep on losing me turns, let's switch you out. You're neutral, as are you. Okay.
I shall disengage.
Time for the leading lady.
This may be your only chance to kill me.
Too much for on me. We go together.
Ah, so you can do one or the other. Doesn't make much difference either way.
We'll team up.
So I was aiming to finish by now because I've got an early train tomorrow morning, but I'm going to finish this. Or at least I'm going to try to.
Let's stay calm. Soul Hacker! Scour! A tough one. This is strength! Come, accept my challenge.
That's no good.
I strike to kill! I strike
Nice one, Captain.
Oh, excellent. We dodged his attack. That's really good news.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
I shall vanquish evil.
Captain, huh? Right.
Hack and slash. Tougher than I thought.
This is just what I need. How's this?
What fence?
Stroll, they got
Perhaps
you with
this
multiple
suits me
ailments.
better. There's a better way. Mandible berry.
Soul Hacker! Interesting. Here!
Helpful as ever.
Bear witness!
You say the constant casting of that is annoying.
Oh, please!
I strike to kill! Come, accept my
strength is fading.
Stroll, they got you with multiple ailments.
We might have done, but for now we're just going to try and do as much damage as we can.
No. Give me your
Unless
aid.
we'll go for it.
On your guard.
You will taste justice.
Right on target. Nice one, Stroll.
Nice one. We're hurting for a lot. That's always good.
Let's keep cool.
I owe you.
Hidden art. I must be sure. Now accept your fate. No. Allow me to use.
Let's get some health back. That's a better idea, I think.
That helped.
The freedom of a war. The next one's yours.
Let's make an end of it.
I'm going for this again.
Let's do this! Remarkable! I underestimated you.
Yes, you did. That's pretty awesome. That's experience, isn't it, people? 5 heroes leaf of light for that as well. I'm gonna go with agility for this one.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Even I had more to learn.
Tremble before me!
I am most certainly stronger than I was.
Anime scene.
Lord Luis, do not interfere. Oh.
Nice guard.
You falter even now.
Hey up. Mm-hmm.
Not enough, I'm afraid.
Well, that is.
Lord Luis! A fine blow. You've surprised me. But why? Why are you so intent on killing me?
You of all people should know the answer.
I see now. You were the intruders looking for the formula, I take it. And yet, you have achieved nothing. What do you mean?
Down we go. Or maybe not. Well, that's throwing a cat amongst the pigeons.
Did we do it?
Lord Luis?
At long last, 'tis done. We have brought him to justice. The great, untouchable traitor, Luis Guillaburn, is dead.
Apologies. Things fell apart at the end, and I wasn't thinking straight.
Even so, the outcome is the same.
Well, we shall see on that one, Hulkenberg. I'm not so sure.
We could not have triumphed without everyone here.
Wait! It's good that we got him and all, but the lance.
Yes, it went down with him.
This looks dire. He's fallen in the middle of the stage.
Then go down and proclaim your victory.
If Forden spies Luis's body run through with the lance, he'll realize its power in an instant.
Even should we save the prince, we'll regret it if Forden ends up with the lance. Yufa, can you call it up?
No. Too late for that. It's already in the middle of the crowd. If we call it up and take it with no explanation, everyone will think us thieves.
Then what do you propose?
First, we need to establish that the lance is ours. Our offering for the ceremony. We'll have to take the stage and announce that ourselves.
Please wait. Do we reveal that we are the ones who slew Luis? Can we afford to declare that openly? We'd be telling your supporters you deceived them and your master both.
She's right. The audience has no idea what's going on. We'll just look like the bad guys.
It's okay. We set out to kill Luis, and the deed is done. Our only failure is in the spectacle we made of it. For now, we need to think of a way to get the audience to see our side.
You want to win their sympathy? What are you even planning to say?
I don't know. But we have to get on stage, now. If we don't explain ourselves fast, we'll never get a chance to.
Wait a minute! Hey!
Yes, so how are we going to explain this? Let's find out. Ah, that's Fordham.
I know that face. Was that Luis? Someone go and see to him. Is he truly dead?
Allow me.
Ah. The traitor.
Lord Luis, no. He's dead. He's gone.
Your Eminence, this was found off-stage. Judging by his wounds, this must have been the murder weapon.
The lance. Is this the divine relic he sent his subordinates after?
His eyes are sightless. His heart beats no more. The man is dead, without question.
You're absolutely certain?
I checked him thrice over. There can be no more doubt.
It's Scottish. Good Barden had betrayed us.
Luis, dead? And that can only mean this lance can pierce the barrier of the king's magic.
I apologize for the grotesque display interrupting tonight's performance. We are tardy in arrival, but the lance you hold is our offering to the ceremony.
What? You claim this lance? You mean to say you were the ones who did the deed?
I'm gonna go on with it.
Yes. It is as you say.
God above! How do you justify this?
Years ago, Luis ordered my hometown destroyed. Hulkenberg, our ally before you, was herself a royal guard in service to his late highness. Even the songstress, Juna, aided us on several occasions. Above all else, we are a group who came together to try Luis for his crimes, traitor and kingslayer both. And to do that, we had to enter his company. We took no joy in disguising our true intentions, not from your eminence, nor the people. But today, finally, we have seen justice done. Luis has paid for his sins. And at last, at long last, my parents can rest in peace.
Yes, Queen.
I had not realized you were such an actor. Or do you truly weep?
It's just hitting me now. We finally won.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please.
So it's not battling because the road person's next to him.
That explains why the songstress was so often with Luis, as well as these brave misfits.
I understand. It all makes sense now. I had wondered why a member of the Prince's own guard would fall in with Luis. You have done well to execute the rebel. I am sure that His late Majesty and His Highness must be pleased. And of course, the Sanctus Church recognizes your divine relic. Now we shall greet tomorrow's festivities with fresh peace in our hearts.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
So...
You must be the Lady Hulkenberg. The day His Highness was attacked, I heard you fought harder than any other.
Yeah, this is all a ploy, Queen. It's far too Rosa.
Your blade even struck the back of the blackguard who did it. Of all his defenders, you came closest to avenging the prince. But where you faltered then, you triumphed today. In form and heart, you are a true knight.
By saying all this is buttering up the audience. Yeah, Hulkenberg's not impressed.
Is something the matter?
Oh, no. You honor me greatly, Your Eminence.
Now, this lance. The Sanctus Church will confiscate it for now. A lance capable of killing the tournament's candidates would only sow panic and chaos.
So that's our next mission. Get the lance back.
Yes. As you wish. We brought it as an offering anyway.
Indeed. You may step down now.
Think you can just walk away, do ya? You owe us a moment or three.
We're now 5th.
Right.
I finally defeated my arch nemesis Luis. This should break the prince's curse. It won't.
So you lot were working against us from the start. And you right along with them, Lady Juna.
What was your motive? Why did you kill Lord Luis?
If this was truly a matter of justice and not simply petty revenge, then we owe it to them to explain why we have taken their guiding force. They deserve that much. Captain, do you not agree?
Might as well.
All right. It's time for the truth.
I am sorry if I'm overstepping my mark. I know I'm but the latest to become your ally, but...
No, you speak the truth. We have sought to save the rightful heir to the throne, to break the curse afflicting His Highness the Prince.
What's that? The prince? He's dead, mate. Wait, he is dead, isn't he?
He's dead, all right. You lot will need a better story than that if you don't want to get cut open where you stand.
He had to be declared dead in order to protect him. Though he lives, he is bedridden, cursed by magic.
Yes, he still lives.
And the only way left to undo that curse was to kill Luis.
Those of us who wanted the prince restored formed a secret faction. And I was a spy in its service, trying to find out if we had any option beyond murder.
I cannot expect you to understand all this immediately. However...
You did this for the prince! His father, the king, was a coward! Puppet of Forden! It was because of him that this country rotted from the inside! And for his son! For his bloody, useless corpse of a son! What made you think his life was worth more than Count Luis?
Worth more? I thought you two hated when people tell you any life weighs more than another.
I myself have never met His Highness, nor do I know what sort of person he is. But I want to see the future these people believe in.
Despite our many differences of tribe and status, we still banded together. Through them, I saw the possibility of a world united.
Besides, when Luis talked about burning down my island, I thought I saw the shock and despair on your faces too.
Look, you two. Was Luis really a master worth your trust? I think it's worth listening to your hearts now. Even the doubts. I know we'd be happy to have you.
Hold a moment. These two were Luis's right-hand men. I would advise against this.
No, their hearts are as loyal as any of ours. They but served another master.
Lady Juna. I guess you really were watching out for us. More than we ever knew. I couldn't protect Basilio when it mattered most. They put him through so much for their sudden igniter experiments and...
Yes, Juna, you do not speak for me!
And now protecting him's all I've got.
I don't... You probably would say something like that, Queen. You're not wrong.
Del. Maybe it is time to step back. Get away from this bloody business.
I guess this was all it took. Count Luis gave us a dream to fight for, but I suppose it was the kind that don't feel right after you wake. So, we're drifters now. Maybe we'll open up that restaurant after all, eh? I'll see you around, Lady Juna.
Look, I'm not the smart one, you lot know that, so I don't know whether to punch you or thank you. I've never been this confused in all my life. Damn it, I just don't get it. Damn it. Oh, Del, wait! Don't you wander off like that? You mean all that about the restaurant, yeah?
Never could say what you were feeling. I'm sorry this was all I could do.
He's a funny character, Basilio, I agree.
Let us tarry no more. We must check His Highness's condition.
Yes, you're right. That should have lifted the curse.
And it hasn't.
What's going on? The cursed thorns haven't disappeared.
But the caster is dead. Forden and his guard were sure to check Luis's body.
Were they?
Calm down, everyone. We don't want to yell about this in public. Let's go back to the inn for now.
Either Lewis was a grunt, or Lewis is someone else who yet still draws breath.
His Highness still suffers under the curse. But Luis is dead. I cannot fathom it.
Maybe we killed a fake. Like his body double. Or something.
No. There's no way that wasn't Luis. We couldn't fight him in person and still be mistaken.
Are you sure about that, Juna?
And Luis would have nothing to gain from faking his death, surely. After all, it put the lance in Forden's hands.
By accident, Ismay.
Knowing all that, might the curse have been cast by someone else entirely?
Hulkenberg thinking like us.
That would mean we killed an innocent person, wouldn't it?
That bastard was no innocent. He destroyed my home. He murdered the king. And...
True enough, old boy. But that's not why we were out to kill the chap. Huh?
Eurus has raised a fair point, but to be fair, Stroll's not wrong. Well, it doesn't matter. He still deserves to die anyway. Just shut up, it's fine.
He said it himself. That killing him accomplished nothing. Was it really true?
Yet he had the formula for the curse in his possession. Surely that marks his guilt?
Even so, there remains a modicum of doubt in the matter. Perhaps Luis was researching the curse for another reason. If he was framed, it is possible he aimed to clear his name.
We saw the farmer. Rella did say it was only an outline, likely jab from memory. So could that mean... That could mean this wasn't a phone to begin with, just Lewis's scratch work. Proof that he was looking for a way to prove his innocence.
But if it wasn't Luis, who else could have?
Well, Forden could have.
That night, His Highness the Prince was already fleeing when I arrived at the scene.
Hey, young Hulkenberg.
I encountered the assailant as I sought to protect His Highness. I pursued and slashed across their back.
Right. I remember Forden mentioned something about that. Is there anything else you can remember?
Fie! No, I can recall nothing else. No other clues. Yet... No. 'Tis odd. I believe this is the first time I have recounted the particulars to anyone.
Yep.
I told the investigators only that I failed to capture the culprit. The shame of my failure kept me silent on the rest.
What? But just earlier, Forden said...
Yes, he told a story that none but the culprit could attest to. How does Forden know?
Could Forden be the one behind all of this?
That shocked face of Flyn's.
I have no evidence to say otherwise.
You do realize he's the sanctifex of the entire dashed Sanctus Church?
Well, that means he's got a motive.
Nay, but that does not make it impossible. It wasn't long after the prince's passing that His Majesty named Sanctism the state religion. If not for the matter concerning the king's magic, Forden's claim to the throne would have been unshakable.
Sounds like motive enough to want the prince gone.
And with the lance, exactly, Queen.
We have to find out, even if it's remotely possible. Let's question Forden in person at the main festival tomorrow.
We'll need that divine lance back, too. It's not something we want in Forden's hands, especially now.
Hey, I'm going to go talk to my sister. She's bound to be somewhere in the city for the Saints' Day festivities.
I'm well into overtime. This is going to make tomorrow fun. Well, you say red herring, but I'm not so sure. There's something else at play here.
Sister, I should explain. All that fuss today was... well...
Is it safe for you to come to such a public place?
What? No, it's fine. It's not like we caused a riot or anything. We even explained ourselves to Forden's satisfaction. Actually...
That's not what I meant. You're the songstress, remember?
Ah, yes. Suppose you're right.
I know we talked before about the loophole in the king's protective magic, but I never thought you would be the one to strike Luis down. And that lance you presented, I take it that's why you went to Verga Island.
We didn't mean for it to be such a spectacle. It didn't exactly go according to plan. But at least we kept a tyrant off the throne.
And that's why I was wondering if I could ask you something. About Sanctifex Forden. What kind of man he really is.
Because, well, now that Luis is out of the picture, we know who's got the best chance.
Again, it seems too... I don't know, there's something that seems a bit too... I don't like. There's something that doesn't add up. Can't quite put my finger on it.
A man as powerful as him, well, you know how it is. You hear all kinds of nasty rumors swirling about. I'm just wondering if there's any truth to them.
Tuna, are you seriously trying to dig up dirt on Sanctifex Forden? On Saints' Day of all days?
No one else is going to go looking at that time, Rella.
Oh, loosen up a bit. You can't deny that people talk, and God knows they always have. Especially about the night of the attack. Asking how anyone could sneak into the castle, let alone get to the prince. Whether some official ordered the assassination. Remember when those rumors started? Father was on edge for days. I remember even when I hadn't said anything, he'd scold me and send me away. I don't suppose you ever heard if there was any truth to that. Sorry. I don't mean to dance around it so... It's just not an easy thing to ask about. I was talking with one of our allies, Hulkenberg. She said Forden mentioned something he couldn't have known, unless he was actually there, the night of the attack. Unlikely as it is, if it turns out Forden was involved, she won't suffer him being crowned. She'll be out for vengeance. And you're the eldest daughter of House Cygnus, a Sanctist family. The people would see you as an accomplice to a man who had a hand in killing the royals. I couldn't bear to let that happen. You don't deserve that. I need to know the truth.
Then, suppose His Eminence Forden were guilty of such sin. What would you do with him? With the Sanctist Church?
What do you mean?
Well, I was but a girl of only 12 years. I knew nothing about the inner workings of the crown theocracy.
Ooh.
Sister? What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm fine. If a tad overworked.
Oh, yeah.
All these new developments and tragic events. I'm just run a little ragged, that's all.
The ultimate healer who can heal anything suddenly being struck down, I don't buy it.
Sister.
I'll be fine. Really. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. If I am to be the people's saint, I must be strong enough to play the part. Maybe I'll hold off on the harder drinks today, just to be safe. It's been a long time since we could spend some simple time together like this.
Yeah, exactly, Queen.
It's like we're just two sisters visiting Montario for the holiday. I'll see you again soon.
Yeah, Juna's rather cold, aren't she? It seems Juna wasn't able to get much from Rella.
About that.
If Rella wants out, we'll have no chance to find the truth out of Forden tomorrow.
Let's rest.
And she got lots on your mind, but I could tell anyone could tell you're tired. Let's just get rest up and get ready for tomorrow. Well, we're going to rest up, all right, but that is where, deep into overtime, we are calling it for tonight. We've had a face-off with Luis, and we've apparently seen him slain. I don't buy it for a second. There's more at play here, and something else is going on. So we're going to find out more as we come back to this next week on the next Monday evening at 8 PM GMT. We are going to be taking a few days off because I've got a long trip down south for a couple of days. So I'm going to be back on Thursday evening at 8 PM GMT. But do check out Chris's channel tomorrow night. I believe he's going to be back playing some more of Kingdom Hearts 2. And then I'll be back on Friday again as we continue to protect Estelle from the mean comments in Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. But until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And seriously, why didn't we just stab him from under his balcony? It'd have been so much easier.